these streets with diamonds in our eyes. Out with the vampires under a midnight sky. My mind so hypnotized. It was exciting. It was the 90s. Mama didn't understand it, and Daddy always said that I was going too far. Said there's never any compromising if you try to win the battle to be who you are. I danced to the left, I danced to the right, hold hands with my demons and creatures of night, on an undercover mission to find somebody else like me. Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? Someone who can hear me and drink from the light, to see things from the same side. Is there anybody out there? 5 years later, I'm back with the same old faces and dead embraces. Things kept going wrong. I'm getting to thinking my daddy was right all along. So if you take a little walk on the wild side, be careful that you never slip your hands from the wheel. There's never any compromising when you're blinded by reflections from the part of you that's real. I dance to the left, I dance to the right, hold hands with my demons and creatures of night, on an undercover mission to find somebody else like
What's up, everybody? Monday style. We made it to another week out there. ALT in the house. Ready to pilot your afternoon of entertainment, my friends. Hope you're doing well out there today. Something funny I gotta say in the chat. There was some different comments about the song, which is funny. We had one take from Tony Hugecock, and anyone with a name like that I trust, honestly, said I hate this song or something to that effect. But then many other people were saying they like it. So now I don't know what to think. I got Tony Hugecock on one side. I got someone else on the other side. What do I do? Yeah, here we go. Tony Hugecock says this song sucks so much. Slatteran says this song is such a bop. Now what do I do? Do I trust the Hugecock or Slatteran? I don't know. What do I do? I do not care. That song is staying forever. Actually, not forever. Until we find something better. You know what I mean? Until we find a better style song. But so much to get to today, so little time. First, I got to tell you the update of the hockey style stuff, okay? This is very important, and I know this is going to be all over the news tomorrow, so I got to let you know we are in the middle of a little bit of a slump, all right? Not proud of it, but we're slumping. We lost this weekend, just letting you know. We are now 1 win and 2 losses, and it's rough, okay? But I will say the benefits of my son has 3 goals in 3 games. That's fine. And I only yelled at one ref, and let me tell you, this is why I want to bring this story up, because I did yell at one ref, and I got to let you know, I felt bad about it this time, because I'm on the bench, right in front of the bench, and the referee is kind of right in front of me, okay? Listen up. So then when someone does a penalty on someone on our team, someone on the other team, they tripped them, and I do my usual. I don't yell that bad, but I do have that natural, what? Like that, right? It's just like, it's normal. It doesn't, I'm not angry. I'm just saying, what? Like that, like, you know? I do it before I even see if he's going to call a penalty. And remember, reminder, the referees are like 14, 15, 16, you know? They're just making $10, you know what I mean? So I said, what? And then he turned around, raised his hand for the penalty, and then said, I got it. He kind of sighed at me. I felt so bad. I felt like a complete asshole. Asshole in that moment. He's like, oh God, we got another asshole parent. I'm not trying to be like that. I was just saying what? That's it. But he goes, I got it. I felt like a douchebag in that moment. But it's fine. That's fine. We did lose. Maybe that went into why we lost. I don't know. But I just said, what? That's it. What? Like, that's it. And I feel we all get one what, right? Come on. But anyways, moving forward positively here. I also had to go to the dentist this morning for my other son with the dentist. And when you're watching someone pull a tooth out, holy shit, man. They yank on that thing. You know, when you're watching it, it's kind of crazy, right? They got the gas on, you know, first they gave him the gas, right? It wasn't Sam, unfortunately. First they gave him the gas, you know, and then they do the shot to make it numb again. Then they walk out of the room, and I'm half thinking like, how could I get me some of that? How could I get me some of that substance? Let me smell that real quick. Hey, hang on, son. Give me a taste of that. I'm feeling a little sick too. I couldn't do it though, unfortunately. But they went in hard. They were pulling like it was no tomorrow. And he's got a extra tooth situation, so it was like a tooth that's like a bonus tooth or whatever. And they were pulling it. And I was like, oh my God. And I was like, you kind of feel like, whoa, is that necessary? But I mean, it is necessary. You know what I mean? But anyways. And then I made the classic mistake. I'm in a very busy day today, okay? That's why I'm fired up. Fired up! So that's why then they say, okay, well, you have some pain medication. Pick up some pain medication. And Chu says, do we have that? And I'm like, oh, yeah, we definitely have that. We don't need to go buy some. We definitely have that. Come home, and then, God damn it, we don't have it. So I got to go out to Walmart with all the pores, as DSP would call them, and then buy it again. And now I finally got back in time for the show. So here we are. Showtime. Tired of it. Big up Shadow Slammer, who says, hey, bub, you ooze ton, bub. I clean up aisle 220, I piss. Big ups, Shadow Slammer. I'm getting better. Big ups Woodnox. Uh-oh, here's a legend I definitely trust. Tony Hugecock. You always trust people with last names like that, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to mess with them, because they might not be lying about that, you know? Big up Iwamoto says, volunteer ref insult real, ref berate real. Yes, definitely. All true. Oh, we got a funny name I want to share, too, before we start. I got some stuff to play from yesterday, because I didn't see anything yesterday. I'm just kind of catching up. But one name made me laugh very hard, and it was Cat's Honeymoon. Yeah, okay, lol. That was a good one. That was a good one, sir. There's a few other ones, IRS breathing down your neck, RGB specialty neck pillow, my name is real. They got a lot of different variations of 220 coming up here, right? A lot of 220s. That seems to be the hot thing here. Officer Whitney real. Leanna was 17. Phil is 220. That's good. Right? But anyways, okay. Enough of the names. We can go on the names all day. Let's check out what happened yesterday. So I have seen on Twitter the outline, right? The outline of what has happened. The let's say the bullet points of what happened. There was a thing about review tech, and there was also this moment, okay? So this one got me more interested, actually, than the review tech, because the review tech is whatever, cringe. You know exactly what the fuck it is, right? But this part, two parts, actually, I want to get my own take on. I want to hear it for myself and then give you my take on this. So a lot of people are saying divorce coin went up this weekend. That's all I'm going to say. Now, I'm here to check if that's real or not, okay? I am a licensed broker of divorce coin, health coin, all of those things. Some people say they're not financial advice. I'm giving you financial advice, 100%. Okay, so this is financial advice. Please invest your money into this. Okay, that's what I'm telling you. Okay, some people say they don't give financial advice. I am giving financial advice. Okay, so this is our thing for divorce coin going up, but we're gonna make sure if it's true or not. Okay, we gotta make sure it's true or not. So here we go. This is the first hint.
Where I'm kind of doing all my errands and the stuff that I usually do on my day off, like grocery shopping and appointments. And then I'm going to have an extra day to spend with my wife. Earlier this month, we were also very busy. We didn't have a time to really celebrate Valentine's Day. And so we kind of want to do that this weekend, which will be nice. It'll be nice to have the extra time off. And I hope that you guys understand, and don't worry. I'll be back to full capacity, in the coming week after that. So, with 5 days, this week will be an interesting...
That seems fine. Nothing crazy there. He wants to... Still haven't done anything for Valentine's Day, which is a little bit weird, right? There was another moment here I wanted to watch. And this is a little bit later, and he talks about his day off again.
That I wanted to get through. All right? I'll just say this up front. Okay, before we get to the next segment.
Yeah, please.
Yesterday was my day off, and I got to spend some good time with my wife and my family, and I relaxed. We had a good meal. We had a pizza for dinner, which was great. Good pizza, too. A wood-fired pizza, not a freaking fast foody, crappy pizza. All right?
Was this from the freezer, or...?
But yesterday also was awful. All right? Some stuff has happened personally in my life that I can't talk about publicly that is pretty shitty, pretty awful, to be frank with you. I wouldn't wish it upon anyone, all right?
All right, well, let's stop there. What does that mean? I'll read it again. Publicly, that is pretty shitty, pretty awful, to be frank with you. Now, doesn't that make you think it's troll-related, honestly? That sounds troll-related. It's pretty shitty. It's pretty awful, to be frank. I don't know. I watch... Mars Inhabitant, who is Kirk. Thanks for pointing this out, Jerry Snortfeld. Says, I watch porn all day. I forgot how addictive that stuff is. That's why I never stop, because I don't want to forget how addictive it is. I recommend regular viewing. For your health, of course.
And it wasn't one thing. It was two things. Two completely unrelated things that happened at the same time. All right? And it kind of put a big damper on our day. It did. You know, when you have a day off, it's your only day off a week to spend time with your significant other. And then multiple things start fucking happening out of nowhere that you had no clue would happen. And now you got to deal with it. You're like, what the hell is going on? You know, it really sucks. You know, we look forward to this day off all week long. And then it just has to happen on the day off, too. You know, it's one thing if it happens all the time.
God, we're in trouble. We are in fucking trouble. I'll bring it up Pat Sajak in a second here because we'll need him. Listen to this. Good morning, all. Today will be very chill. No drama to discuss. You think that's the end of it? Nope. Actually, just want to hang and talk on the podcast. Oh, God. God. Start the week with a dud. God damn it.
Thank you for re-upping your membership.
Now we're in trouble. Lion Caught Avocado in the house says, have you ever considered doing full context on Phil pretending he's not scared of horror games? Also, big ups as always. Big ups to you, Lion Caught Avocado. And that is an interesting one. How he's not scared of horror games when he actually really is. That is true. Lion Caught Avocado is not lying on that one. That is a good, interesting one. I'm writing it down as a note here, okay? I'm writing it down. Because that would be interesting. That might not work out as be a good episode. But at least there's something there, okay? I wrote it down on this paper right here. Big ups to you, sir. Thank you.
That has to happen on the day off. Like, come on, man. So we're dealing with some stuff. All right. And I apologize if it happens to come through with, you know, today, if I seem cranky or if I seem like a jerk. It has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with just life circumstances right now. All right.
All right. Well, that sounds not troll related. Now I don't know what to think.
You know, this is kind of stuff I'm not going to talk about it publicly. If and when I do, it's going to be way down the line. It's not going to be anything you can know about now.
Okay, now that doesn't sound like troll related.
You know, it is what it is. All right. But I'm very happy that this coming weekend we're going to have 2 days off. That it's going to be a day to do the stupid errands and appointments and bullshit so that we can have another day off that we can actually have fun times together, which is what we need more of. All right. So it's very much needed this week. So.
Oh, two days off, Friday and Saturday? Or we might have a double feature, that being said again then.
Please understand, and again,
which I think kind of works out. I don't know what your guys' take on that. Like Friday and Saturday episodes kind of works, right? One episode we kind of talk about the whatever happened, and then we can do messages or anything else. I don't know. It kind of worked last week, I thought. But we did have a special event, by the way. If you haven't seen that, you should watch out. You should watch that episode. It was pretty hype with all the stuff, but I don't know. I can't get a good read on this. At first I thought it was troll related. I want to retract that. It's not troll related at all, in my opinion. It seems to be parents make sense. I'll agree with that. That was Duty's prediction. I'll say parents fits this line of speaking, right? It could be something like that. For sure, but I'm not done with my analysis of this stupid shit yet. So I'll reserve judgment on that.
Apologize in advance. I'm only telling you this because I know that sadly when shit tends to happen like this, it does affect me. And then people are like, wow, you're in a bad mood and you seem like you're grumpy and you seem like you're pissy today. And, you know, you're right. And there's nothing I can really do about it either. When you got shit going on, it's in the back of your mind constantly. It's like, what the fuck?
But
right?
Many jobs out there, in fact, most jobs, you have to be able to put that away when you're trying to do money, trying to do work to earn money. I know that's not the case for him, but many people have to deal with bad shit all the time when they go to work. But all right.
It just sucks. But that's life. As I get older, I realize that's just life you got to deal with. This is why when you see a person, you can never really know what they're really going through. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's true too. Right?
Someone may look good on the surface, but you have absolutely no idea what level of stress they're actually at on the inside.
Someone may look good on the outside. I don't think that's the way you wanted to word that, by the way. Oh, they look good on the outside. Hell yeah.
You don't know what they're going through up here. You don't know what they're going through in here. And I just ask that everyone just has some kindness to those around them. A lot of people don't. A lot of people are just complete dickheads to everyone around them and think that they're the most important person on the planet, you know? But you never know what people are actually going through.
We're not going to make fun of Rich after this, right? We don't know what he's going through after all, right? I mean, we don't know what he's going through. I hope we're not going to make fun of Rich this episode.
So please be respectful. Please be nice. I mean, obviously, it'd be nice if you could do that to me.
We don't know what he's going
just
through.
To everyone around you. Because at any given moment, you just don't know. Right? You just don't know what the hell's going on. And then one day, you're going to go through that shit. And if people are nice to you, you're going to appreciate that people were nice to you when you really
Kick chat is all over it, by the way. Now let's make fun of RTU. Maybe Review Tech is going through some stuff too.
needed that, right? So do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It's the golden rule. It's a way to live. And I hope that more people would actually, abide by that.
Okay, well, let's talk about Review Tech
what
now.
He's saying, he actually would lose his train of thought. Because look at him. He actually has lost his train of thought. He has to
We don't know what he's going through. God damn it. Do we know what Review Tech's going through, Philip? Please. Big ups Logan K in the house. Says personal stuff. I have realized that Ashton and Andy were never my friends. I am coping. I mean, it doesn't sound like that because it's something down the line, which makes me think it might be family related. And that's, his family is basically two people. So it's tough to think about that, but that would be funny, by the way. They're on vacation now, if you didn't know. Keno Casino's on vacation, so I wonder if Philip sends checkup notes, Hey, guys. Things are going well on my streams. How you guys doing? Did you check out my felting of Rich? Pretty cool, huh? I felted him. Can you imagine? Then I know they're not like together, but if they were on like vacation together, they just hold up the messages and laugh, Oh my God, yeah, Phil, you felted him. Definitely. Let's see how his Okay, well here's the felting of Rich in terms of views. I put it on Twitter earlier. We are up to a robust 872 now. Holy shit, man.
That's the goal for the night.
How will he describe this? Okay? If I can make this into a poll question, I will. But will he describe it as... See, it's too tough to get how are we going to categorize what he's going to say? But he's going to say, is it doing well? It's doing okay? It's getting a lot of views already? Something like that. Like, he's going to say positively, but how? Traction? That's a good one, Zach Z. It's going viral. We'll see. I don't know if he can... I don't think he's that dumb. He's not going to say it's going viral, but it can't be going as well as he hoped. Robert Williams in the house says, God forbid we hang out with our wife instead. Oh, we can't do that on days off, dude. Hell no. Please. We got stuff to do. We got to go shopping and stuff. Come on. No other day to do that, right? Come on. Big ups, Robert Williams. Aaron Tabor says, never thought I'd be glad to have 2 hours of work meetings starting now. Good luck surviving this podcast. See you on the other side. Big ups to you, sir. Godspeed at those meetings. The way to go through meetings, if I found, is to find some things you want to think about. Like, pre-plan what you want to think about before the meeting starts. Because if you just leave it to nothing, if you just leave it to chance, you don't know if you have something in mind to think about. So I would often think about things pre-plan the thinking about things. And then you'll be better suited for the meetings. Big ups, Kaijuru. I was horrible at meetings, though. I was completely the person that they're like, everyone agree? And I'd say, yeah. But like, even if they didn't ask a question that required a yeah answer, I'd be like, yeah, I agree. I was horrible at that, man. At the bank. When I worked at the bank, it was a mess. You just don't care. That's the problem. Fuck meetings, man. Fuck them. One time, I remember the worst one was when literally, when I was at the bank, we got robbed, right? The real style thing. The guy came in and passed a note over, okay? And I didn't know, and they left, they ran away. The person gave their money and they ran out the door, and that was the end of it. Like, I never even know it until it was already over. So we're pushing the button. I was pushing the button. But then, I didn't know this, but they bring in a therapist. And you got to talk to him the whole day. I was like, I'm fine. I don't care. I'm totally cool. They make you stay the whole day. Ridiculous. I was pissed. That was a long time ago. I was very young. A little bit younger than I am now, but I was very young. But they bring in the therapist. You got to talk to them. They say, how are you doing? What do you think? Yeah, you do get paid. It is true. But your day is ruined. Your day is ruined. It wasn't even the person that got banned didn't care about it. I mean, got banned. The person that got robbed didn't care, really. It was just a quick thing, They do pretty good. When they work at the bank, right, they tell you, just give the money. Like, there's no tomorrow. Give them whatever they want. Go, 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 go. That's it, right? Because they know that's the best way to get them out of here. right? And that was it. Darkwolf3275 says, to piggyback off that last super chat, also full context in him crying, not trying to cry. Ooh, Darkwolf says, when was the, you're talking about that time? Because I didn't really see a crying there, did you? I'll watch it again. But I didn't see much of a crying situation on that one. I mean, it could have been, but I didn't really see it, to be TBH. I didn't see much of a cry, right? But, I mean, I didn't see it. So if you saw it, I just don't, I think it was a little bit sad, but not like super sad. Let me see it. Let me start again. Let's watch it again. Holy shit, Drunken Cleric. Holy shit, sir. Holy shit, sir. Okay, one more time. Let's see the ending here. And let's see if I can listen carefully for the
cram
thing.
in a whole lot of stuff, including the and don't worry, I'll be back to full capacity. We were also very busy. We didn't have a time to really celebrate Valentine's Day, and so we kind of wanted to do
video
that
games.
this weekend.
Okay, I got you, Dark. Well, Darkworth's talking about crying during video games. That would be an interesting one. Basically, you start with Chrono Trigger. You go the second Chrono Trigger. There was the Spider-Man one. Remember that? The Spider-Man? The Spider-Man. What else was there crying during video games? I can't think of any more, actually. Spider-Man. The Stray, the cat game. Guardians. Yakuza. That's true. Big ups, though, to the legend, the Drunken Cleric, who says, hey, LT, and big ups to everyone. Look for some of that positivity after still going through some stuff. Hard to move on for the big things, I guess, but I appreciate you doing these streams so we can joke and laugh on the guy. Drunken Cleric, that is very meaningful to me. Thank you so much, sir. That's what I'm here for, is to try to laugh myself, and then hopefully we get some laughs together. That's my goal. That is my goal. If we can all laugh and have a good time, then we're all having fun, right? Mr. Gorehouse says, why do I need a therapist when I was in on it? I was not in on it, sir. Never, never, never. That was ridiculous. I would never in on it. But they do try to scare you, though, with, like, the penalties of anything that you do at the bank. They try to give you that kind of talk. Like, if you try anything, ALT insider job. No. Oh, Nerdbrew, I'm playing your new one, by the way. I'm playing this before we start. Absolutely. Nerdbrew has dropped a new trailer, which is mandatory viewing for me. So we're going to watch that. Absolutely, before we start today as well. Papa Polecat in the house says, it's Jasper and Kat's medical issues. Jasper's at the vet recently, and they always schedule doctor's appointments for days off. I don't think he'd care that much. Is that bad to say? I don't think he'd care that much, Papa Polecat. Personally, I don't think he cares that much. You know what I mean? Jasper, like, Philip's kind of waiting for the countdown of Jasper. You know what I mean? He's already talked about the benefits of when Jasper's not there anymore. Remember? They can go on trips and stuff. You know what I mean? So, I don't know about that. NWO News says, let's not talk about it, guys, but let me tell you just enough to get you to want to tip me out of sympathy. And we always make sure to do that. Of course, we can't just have problems behind the scenes and not mention them. We have to mention them, right? Of course. Uh-oh, here we go. Added some new, old animations. No idea how they'll work. Let's find out. You getting this, review tech? You don't even know tech, dumb fuck. All right, let's watch Nerd Brew's trailer real quick, and I want to put the link in chat. You know what that means. You have to go to his channel and subscribe right now. We're not going to watch it, okay? This is Nerd Brew. The Dark Side of Money. I've not seen this yet. Let's go.
Sadly, one of the issues that's been an ongoing thing that's still giving me problems is the biggest problem from last year. You guys remember last year, 2017, my stuff was actually getting good. Like, I was starting to pay down my debts. Then all of a sudden, in the fall of last year, I got notice from the state income tax department, the state of Washington, where I live, that basically I was supposed to be paying state business income taxes for 4 years that I lived here, and my accountant who was doing my taxes from back in Connecticut did them all wrong. And I was like, oh shit, it's a little bit of money? Oh no, it was a ton of money.
No!
So we look and guess what's the closest thing to this diner? Burger King. Oh, good. Something that I hadn't tried yet. The Chiking chicken sandwich. I open up my bag, I eat a fry,
No!
I go to grab my sandwich. I'm like, what the hell? I pull my hand out of the bag. My hand is completely covered in sauce.
This is huge.
September
No!
18th, a hold was placed on $888,888.88.
And the reality is that circumstantial evidence is often the bulk of evidence in
Oh,
a case because it's evidence
Cameo.
that doesn't support the main point of that case, i.e. you committed a murder.
Because now what ends up happening is it's like,
The main point of that case,
This is awesome because it looks like Steve's a crazy person. Like, you know. Awesome.
you committed a murder.
because now what ends up happening is it's like, do you value money more than our friendship? Because if that's the case, then why am I even here?
There's been matchmaking based off of, your life, going to restaurants, big events in WWE champions. We were in the court of law and somebody was to bring all this evidence in front of say like, look, well, like there's clear like DNA there. And like, I mean, walk me through this because there's just evidence here.
It's evidence that doesn't support the main point of that case, i.e. you committed a murder, but it's evidence that supports other assertions made by that claim. So for Phil, direct evidence would be, we saw your account on your phone and the account name was down from the rafters.
Everything they say about me is usually based on completely circumstantial evidence. The bank leaks. Can't prove the bank leaks because the bank leaks are a federal crime if they're real.
It's all within a few miles of your house. And there's correlations where you said things on stream like, I'm going to get a haircut today. Those charges are there.
There were times and calls I referred people to the FBI, but that was if I was tired of
Amazing.
talking to them and they were what we call too funny, kind of mental.
Amazing. Nerd Brew always brings the heat, man. Please go subscribe to this gentleman right now. He always brings the heat to the maximum degree. Come on. Amazing. You know what it kind of makes you realize? Like, that this defense is so insane. Listen to this. Listen to this one more time, okay?
Account name was down from the rafters.
Everything they say about me is usually based on completely circumstantial evidence. The bank leaks. Can't prove the bank leaks because the bank leaks are a federal crime if they're real.
The bank leaks can't be proven because it's a federal crime if they're real. What does that mean? What the fuck does that mean? Oh, RTU Streams is in the chat of Philip. That's probably a fake one, though. Like, what does that mean? If you killed somebody and someone finds proof of you killing them, could that not be real because it's a federal crime? Oh, yeah. I'm analyzing this film. I don't know if this film's very believable. Nerd Brew. I'll wait till I see the full film. I'll wait till I see the full motion picture. Then I'll make my full judgment on this. Does anyone know if this is real or not real? Review Tech Streams, RTU Streams. He is in Philip's chat right now. I'm sure he'll be quickly banned. But that could be some fun if he is allowed to stay there. Morgana the Goblin Detractor says it's fake. It is real. I clicked it, but I can't. I'm not in that channel, so I can't click it. You know what I mean? I can fake click it and show it to you guys, but I can't click it. If you know what I mean. Oh, here, now I can. I brought it up. No, I can just report or block. That's it. I can report or block. That's it. Just like Triple P said. I call him Triple P still. It's just classic doublethink. The bank leaks are both fake and a federal crime. There we go. That's what it is. Yeah. Oh, it's fake. Okay, Rebsy says fake. Anyone else? Fake? I wish. Real? All right, we'll see. I'm sure Philip will think it's real, though. That's for fucking sure, man. That's for fucking sure. Big up Flowchart Cammy in the house. And my brother passed away last week, and my mom had a stroke the day before his funeral. Hear their cigar cry about minimal shit pissed me off and makes me hate him even more. He has no idea what actual problems are. Yes, that is true. Flowchart Cammy. And sorry to hear what you're going through, brother. You know, nothing I could say to make that any easier. But I wish you the best of luck on the path to getting back to, a new normalcy. That will be them not there, but you can always remember them, and then they're kind of there. You know what I mean, Flowchart Cammy? But good luck to you, brother. Nothing I could say can make that easier. Mr. Extravagant in the house says, just wanted to show my support for your no snoot on the stream streak you have going. Keep it up. Big up, Snoot sucks. Now, Snoot's off this week. He's not fired or anything like that. Unless Elon gets to him yet. All my employees are still hired. I have so many employees now. They're all hired still. Okay. Next thing I wanted to play today was this, okay? So this is from DSP Gout on Twitter. I have the slideshow open, so when he goes live, we'll be right there, all right? This is just some stupid shit he said yesterday.
Really good quality. So there we go. Beg. Wow, what a name. $5 super chat saying, happy that I'm bringing awareness to gout. I mean, I don't really bring awareness to gout. If people ask me what it is, I'll explain it. I'm not ashamed of having it. It's a combination of...
Thanks for spreading awareness of gout.
Saying happy that I'm bringing awareness to gout. I mean, I don't really bring awareness to gout. If people ask me what it is, I'll explain it. I'm not ashamed of having it. It's a combination of genetics and lifestyle, and my genetics are not very good. I have a ton of problems because one of my family members. I got every single genetic issue that I could possibly have. Problems with my back and bones, problems with my teeth, problems with my skin, problems with this.
God.
I could tell you 12 problems physically that I have, and it's not.
I wonder why that
have
happens.
Okay, fucking shitty genetics. What can I say, right? But also,
nothing you can do to change that. By the way, nothing you can do to change any of those problems. Right? Especially gout. Right? Gout's one you got to put a little work in. And I know some people have to do more work than others, but gout's something you have to put work in to get. You know what I mean?
My bad lifestyle for many years, I was just out of control with eating bad things, drinking constantly.
Yes.
And it allowed me to basically have this blood disease build up in me, which really sucks. And I'm going to have it my whole life, but I'm not ashamed of it or anything. You know what I mean? I'm not. I mean, I'd rather have people know what's going on with it and how to help with it and mitigate it. So my neck is great. My neck is almost 100%. I say my neck is like 98%. Seriously. Like just a tiny bit of discomfort if I move it a little bit too far one way. For the most part, it's good. So I'm good. My neck is back to normal.
So this was a donation. So it is from a dent. But that is a funny thing to get him to say, though. Raising awareness for gout.
Beg.
Wow. Oh, with the name Beg, by the way. See, this is some like Kino tourist, that thinks it's funny, still to donate and get him to say stupid shit. You know what I mean? That's what I think. I don't know though, but
really good quality. So there we go. Beg. Wow, what a name. $5 super chat saying happy that I'm bringing awareness to gout. I mean,
that is a funny sentence. Happy that he's bringing awareness to gout. Wagon Burner Ken in the house says, well, let's add to this. LOL, I'm celebrating my mom's birthday today who had dementia. This gives you room to power through from creepy internet guy. Big ups, Wagon Burner Ken. That must be tough. That must be tough. Dementia is serious dementia, not like the kind you guys say I have. Must be very tough. And the only time I experienced someone with dementia was Chu's grandma. Okay? And Chu's grandma lived to be 102 years young, my friends. And she was living by herself until she was like 96 or something. She was insane. She was, Japan-style diet, absolutely. She was living her life, and she was like incredible. 98 years old, doing like, But anyway, then she, at the very, very tail end, she had a little bit of took her a second to remember who people were, which is understandable, you know what I'm saying? But it is a tough situation, right? But that was pretty crazy. I mean, Jesus, 102 years old and still alive and kicking. But she passed 2 years ago or something. But she was a legend, still a legend, by the way, telling her tale to this day. All right, we got some stories going today. I don't know what happened to the show. We got some stories of well, I guess they're good memories of our family members, which is a positive. Let's keep it positive. You know what I mean? Boat Night in the house says, Gout Awareness Day is observed annually on May 22nd. Now, last year, I think we did talk about that, Gout Awareness Day. There is actually a day for gout awareness. It's not a meme, which is funny, though. Like, do we need a day for that? I mean, does every illness have a day? You could say oldness runs in the family. Thank you. Yes, it does. It does. Hope I get that far. Actually, I don't. I don't know. How far do you want to go? How long do you want to go? All right, we're not going down this fucking road. Jesus Christ. Let's keep it normal. Nibbity in the house says, donating to gout awareness. I know it's nothing compared to Phil's contribution, but anything helps. Thank you, Nibbity, for spreading gout awareness. You're a legend. You're a legend, sir. And I will share that with I'll share that with the Gout Awareness Fund. We're starting. Uh-oh, guys. I don't think any of the new stuff I added is working. I don't know if any of the new stuff is working, guys. It's just, it's just alerts, dude. But remember, Review Tech can't do tech. Remember that, guys, okay? Review Tech can't do tech. Oh, we're still waiting for Raw Phil to start the stream, but Philip has started the slideshow, I should say. But Raw Phil has not. So we'll wait and see the news there. Depositor Maker says, has every genetic problem. So, Down syndrome. Well, there is someone that said that, right? We saw that on the June documentary, right? Remember that guy who had a special name for Philip? DSP, but the first letter went to something else? That guy? Oh, Raw was up late yesterday? Okay, yeah, Raw is not here. Philip's on the slideshow right now. I'm watching on the other screen, but Raw is not up yet either, so. But we're waiting for Raw Phil. I'll keep you up to date on this developing story here. Rocco Sandwiches says, Mr. Burnell, I'm afraid you're the sickest man in the United States. You have everything. That's what he thinks. That's what he literally thinks. To be fair. Big ups, Rocco Sandwiches. Lunch meat style sandwiches. And Shadow Slammer again says, Bub, this is for Piss Myself Fund. Okay, thank you, Shadow Slammer. All right, so I do have something for this exact case, and I've been keeping it in the hopper for a while. This is Cerulean86, a suggestion for the stream, and he says this is funny. Okay, now I haven't seen this, but Cerulean says it is. So we're going to put Cerulean's entire career on the line for this one. This is it, Cerulean's career. Will it continue or will it be dead right here? Let's watch this until he starts. I'm watching the slideshow, so when he starts, I'll start.
It's coming up in December.
Oh, God.
I'm not sure what this is.
Oh, God, come on.
It's actually got some weight to it, so.
Ooh, weight.
Oh.
He doesn't shill, by the way.
Trouble getting the box open. There we go. Ooh,
yeah, we don't shill.
Look at that.
Ooh, pretty neat.
Dead Rising 4.
Ooh.
What the?
Huh?
Frank West. It actually says Frank West on it.
Oh. Gotta get that. Yeah, there you go, the Matt.
Pretty neat. It's a tool. Look at this. Neat. Pliers, a foldable pliers, right?
Okay, foldable
Frank
pliers.
West pliers, but also it's got something else on here.
Oh,
what is
this?
This is what appears to be a light, right? If you screw it in, it turns on. Oh, man, that got me right in the eye. Oh, I'm a genius. That is bright. It's an LED light that you turn on.
Blinds himself with the flashlight. Okay, go ahead.
By screwing it in.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, it looks like you have little tools. Let's see what you got here.
Oh, here we go.
This is actually something with a lot of practical use that you can use,
get out of town.
In your daily life. You got a nail file and a little, I use this like, going under your nails, right? Your cuticles and stuff. You can use that. Okay.
Okay.
What's this?
Ooh.
You got your bottle opener.
Uh-huh.
Bottle opener right here. And also this could be used as a small screwdriver head, right? That's the flathead screwdriver head. What do we got here?
Is that true? I would never think to use that. I guess it would work, but I wouldn't think to use that. I'm sure it has a flathead in there, but okay. I guess it works. I guess, but...
We've got a Phillips head, very, very small Phillips head screwdriver.
Okay, that's good.
Right there. Sorry it's not focusing. It's focusing on the box in the background instead of the thing I'm holding in front of the camera. I don't know what's going on with that. And I guess that would be like another thing to pry something open, right?
What?
And then here...
What? That thing? That little thing?
I guess that would be like another thing that.
That's a prior? Mini pry bar. Yeah, that's the pry tool. As you can see, it's made for prying things. Okay. Cool.
Be like another thing that pries something open, right? And then here, I'm assuming this is going to be a blade.
Else? Oh, here we go.
What is this?
What's that?
I guess another variation on a screwdriver, or like almost like a pry bar, right?
What?
So this is a multi-tool. This is viewed actually
a variation of a screwdriver
almost like
pry
a pry
tool?
bar, right? So this is a multi.
What? Everything's a screwdriver if you try hard enough.
Right? So this is a multi-tool. This is
to be fair, I don't know what that is either, but I would never call it a screwdriver or a pry bar.
Right? So
what is that? Anyone know? Tool style individuals?
this is a multi-tool. This is view.
Yeah, what is that? Oh, it's a nail file. Oh my God, is it? A nail
tool.
That was the other one.
Actually incredibly useful for real life purposes. Pliers, right?
Yeah.
Plus, two kinds of screwdrivers, a light, bottle opener, a lot of useful things in this Dead Rising 4 kind of multi-tool. And I'm actually wondering, will this be in the game? Will this be something you use in the game for something? Or is this just a cool collectible they created for this loot gaming box? I'm not sure. But that's neat. And it comes with its own little...
Yeah, you get to watch Frank West get out his pry bar tool. Hang on, let me get my pry bar tool. I'll be right back.
Carrying case, too. Okay, well, that's something pretty useful,
that's
right?
going to get the ladies interested in you for sure. Not only do I have the Frank West multi-tool, ladies, I got the bag, the carrying case. Now what? Now what? Come on.
This is honestly something I'll actually use around the house. Nice. We've got a shirt. And it looks pretty cool. Look at this. It is, if you're not aware what this is, Fallout. It's all of the Vault Boys. It's all basically all the perks. So what they did, they took all the different...
To be fair, that was the only part that Cerulean recommended. And I say that was worth it. That was definitely worth it. Cerulean stays his career continues.
Little... ways that the Vault Boy poses for all the different abilities and perks you get while leveling through the game, and they put it on one t-shirt. This is an awesome t-shirt. It's cool too. I like it. It's not just pure blue. It has that kind of mixed in color, so it's kind of white and blue mixed throughout. This is a cool shirt, man.
Mixed in color.
I like this a lot. I'm a huge fan of Fallout, so yes, that is an excellent addition to this box. All right.
Let's see the rest of the box. He still hasn't started yet.
What is this?
Philip trying to make sure we go to 5 p.m. every fucking day. That's for fucking sure.
I have no idea. Battlezone 1980. Are you shitting me?
What?
Ladies and gentlemen, you might not know what Battlezone is. I can actually explain this to you.
Oh, please, as a real gamer, please tell us what that is. Go ahead.
In the 1980s, my father bought us a personal computer. All right.
What? This is news. Personal computer? He is not live, buddy. I promise I'm watching it.
This to you. In the 1980s, my father bought us a personal computer.
Okay.
Right? It was just for basic stuff. It wasn't for anything complicated. Back
you
then,
weren't doing 3D renders with that thing?
In the 1980s, personal computers were incredibly slow and couldn't really do too much, okay? One of the games we owned on it, Battlezone. I played this game when it was new for PC in the 1980s. Yeah, we owned this.
Oh, that's an X to out on that one. Battlezone. Okay, home computer release date for Battlezone. Let's see. 1980 was when it was born, as it says on the fucking box. So, I mean... Oh, for the Atari 2600, it came out in 1983, okay? Well, he said personal computer. Excuse me. So, we're talking still 2 years old, he remembers playing this? You remember shit you did when you're 2 years old? Come on.
And what it was wireframe tanks that would drive around this kind of moon, and they would fight each other. And it was interesting. There was no shading, nothing. It was just all wireframe. The entire game was wireframes. So I think the reason that this is in this loot crate, if you're not aware, Battlezone is coming back for the PlayStation VR, which is launching actually next week, and I'll be covering it over on my YouTube channel, dspgaming, and I'll actually be doing kind of a review /
I didn't know you had a gaming channel.
Montage of my gameplay experiences on my other YouTube channel, KO Gaming. So check.
All right, today's show starts now. Let's see, is Rawphil back? Rawphil's still not up, guys. All right, I gotta go raw dog it. God damn it, we're raw dogging it here. Truly raw dogging it. We are raw dogging it until Rawphil's back.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the show. And on today's podcast, it's going to be a much more laid-back, relaxing, enjoyable show. We'll talk all about the stuff that we did yesterday, including me almost falling asleep during Lost Records. I'm not kidding.
So, as he would like to say, while working is another way to put that, but go ahead.
Also, my final summarized thoughts about the Fatal Fury City of the Wolves open beta. And today, since yesterday we had nearly no time to really hang out and chill with each other, today we're going to have a lot of fun Q&A and time to really hang out and chill with each other. Today, we're going to have a lot of fun Q&A and just kind of hanging back and relaxing before our
That's not how you say that.
Yakuza in Hawaii stream. So, if you're ready to relax, you're in the right place. It's time for the Level 1 podcast.
That's not how you say that, man. Hang out with you, Pick up Foil Grim Timmy, who says, in Canada, ALT Appreciation Day is February 33rd. Okay, well, I'll wait for that day. Let me know when it happens. And Mama Polk out of the house said this is why he can't fix his bathroom, because he's using the pry bar. He's using the pry bar from his multi-tool. They got Mama Polecat. Huge Mama Polecat fan here, obviously. All right, I think we need him, so I'm going to bring it up here, okay? This is the progress we made. I think last week we added 2 to this. Since we're going to have a lot of Q&A, anyone with an SOK account, now's the time to break that shit out, all right? So let's make our target today. Did you used to be a goat farmer, and did you bring any coins with you? Okay? So those are the goals. Do whatever you want, though, okay? Do whatever the fuck you want. Good luck, though. That's the Sajak questions. Pause if you need to. Good luck. Here we go. Yeah, do you do this is hype too, right? Do you do this? All right, let's go. Oh, yeah, I could go to Dark Dave Mir. That is true. I will go to Dark Dave Mir. Fuck, we're all raw. I mean, not raw, Phil. Raw dogging the show.
Get ready for some meaningful content, because the king is
Oh, God, we got to listen to this? God damn it. No.
And, what's up? Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the show. And
I skipped it.
welcome to
Come
a
on.
very
I was
different
fast.
show from what we did yesterday. And what I mean by that is that yesterday, my return podcast was drama-filled because I felted Review Tech USA after him essentially continuing down his path of degeneracy endlessly and continuously mentioning me in a negative way on his content, even though he really has nothing to say, and he's just...
There we go.
Get into the meat of the game, and we get to see, the actual gameplay loop of content. The thing is with these Yakuza games, they tend to have incredibly elongated intros and story segments.
Obviously.
So even though last time we played for almost 3 hours, we're still in the intro. And I'm hoping that today we will get past that and at least get somewhat into the meat of the game. I guess we'll have to see. Okay, I'm even wearing a nautical-themed sweater, as you can see. Well, it is a Nautica sweater.
That's a nautical theme sweater? Really?
I remember over the years, some people have said it looks like it's something like a pirate would wear.
That looks like what a pirate would wear? What pirate wears that?
Bust it out for Yakuza today, then. Why not, right? We would have a nautical-themed background. It's supposed to simulate... flowing water. It's that would be nice for our ocean theme here today for the Pirates game, right? What? So, hope that you guys are ready to chill, because I mean it. Yesterday...
Look up Russian Navy. All right, I will.
I realized it was a very, drama-filled stream, and I don't want to do that today. I kind of want to go the opposite direction. and just kind of relax with all of you and have a good time. So if you're down for that, you're in the right spot. If you're looking for drama, we're not going to really have much of it today.
Is it okay? Now, is it like the Popeye whatever? Because look, okay, this is what a Russian Navy uniform looks like, and it's still a stretch. It's still a stretch. But here, that's I mean, there is blue stripes. I'll give him that. Right, but there we go. It looks like a By the way, these guys aren't pirates either, though, so it's still dented, right? It's not like this gentleman is a pirate. He's a Navy officer. Okay.
Let's start talking about how stuff went yesterday in regards to down here, where we are with our goals.
Oh, yeah,
rewards.
please.
So, yesterday was my return day after having a day off on Saturday. We had a awesome first stream. Where the podcast, of course, because I was felting rich, went pretty well. We actually hit if I could get down on my hands all of my goals during the podcast. So, boom, we already hit 27 out of 30 before we had even started with Lost Records yesterday, which is always greatly, greatly appreciated.
Obviously.
And I thank you all for that. Seriously, I appreciate when you guys come out to support me, especially the beginning of a week. It's always well, right? So thank you for that. And then we jumped into Lost Records.
Thanks for giving money, guys.
So,
it's awesome.
We hit 27 out of 30 goals. When we hit 30...
Oh, my God. Is it Chris Chan's birthday today? No. Get out of here. All right. Someone pointed out. I'm sorry I missed it. But here's Pokemon's Pirates. So, I mean, is someone thinking this? I mean, again, this is Pokemon. You know what I mean? You know. Still, it's a stretch. But yeah, it looks the closest thing I could find is that. Because fictitious. Thank you so much. You're a legend. Fictitious. Very not non-fiction legend.
Goals. The reward this time is not DSP Tries It. No fast food tasting. Instead, it's going to be Build with Phil, a late night chill Lego stream, where I'm going to have my succulent Lego set right here on my setup, and I'm going to be doing an alternate camera angle from the widescreen shot, where we're going to focus in here on the table as I build.
This would be cool.
And it's going to be neat. I'll be talking with you guys, chilling, doing Q&A.
We'll see. I can't promise that 3-3. We'll see what's going on that day. By the way, independent of Philip, Amber Lynn Reed also has planned for this very week a members-only Lego stream, which will be her first ever Lego stream she's doing. So it's just wild how that worked out. Both lolcows are doing Lego streams on the very same week. It's true. It's damn true.
While I'm actually doing this, so it's going to be something different. I don't do this kind of content, right? I've never really done anything like this before. It's definitely going to be interesting to see how it pans out. And I hope that you guys are interested in it. You guys definitely have said you wanted something different to alternate between. And here's the other thing, too. When we do it, all right, if it works out well, and you guys enjoy it, then
that means money, okay?
Would consider
yes. So we pay you money,
doing those kind of chill streams, more regularly, but actually maybe talking with all of you about a future Lego set that we could work on together.
Oh God.
And I think that'll be awesome. There's so many Lego sets that are like themed to different intellectual properties now. There's video game ones, there's pop culture ones. I'm sure we could come up with some good ones. That would be something fun to do. And the other cool thing is, if they're good, if they're actually nice Lego sets, I could use them in the set. We could actually put them on screen for the podcast and the like and say, hey, here's something we worked on and did together. But
here's something we worked on and did together. That's not true, but okay.
It's got to be something that people want and will like and will support because they're expensive. Those Lego sets, no lie, the good ones are like hundreds of dollars. And again, I'd be willing to do the investment as long as people like it and will come out and support it. So we'll see how it goes. And go from there. And I hope that you guys are excited because that's something different. It's something that you guys have asked for and wanted. I mean, that's why I even grabbed the Lego set back in December because you guys said you wanted to try it out. So this will be a good test run, right? So we're going to do that as soon as we hit 30 goals. All right? We did not hit the goal last night.
What?
All right? In fact, with Fatal Fury last night, to be honest, I do feel like the hype for Fatal Fury City of the Wolves beta died out because we played it 3 days over the weekend. And listen, I get it. Doing the same thing over and over, it does lose its luster a bit. You know?
You think?
When you do something once, it's special. When you do it twice, it's common. When you do it 3 times in a weekend, it
You're
can
playing
kind of
with
be a little bit
yourself.
too much overbearing, right?
Different phrase.
But basically, the way I see it is, I had to do it because there's no more beta. It's over, okay? And it actually ends, I think, sometime today during the day, if it didn't already end today. Now, there may be a second beta, and if there is, I might jump into it because this beta, sadly, wasn't really representative, I feel, of maybe what the final game will be. The netcode left a lot to be desired. And that's just not me saying that. The entire FGC was pretty disappointed with how this beta ran. It was hard to find matches. When you found a match, it was usually laggy, and that's not what you want in a competitive fighting game in the modern era.
Blackpacker runs away.
So here's hoping they will actually do a second beta that will
I
run
remember this. The sound effects, McDonald, are from Dark Dave's Mirror. There's some sound effects that are in this channel that they put randomly, kind of. I can't tell if it's like random or what, because sometimes it's like it is about what's going on, sometimes it's not. But anyways, we're just waiting for Raw Phil to come back. It hasn't happened yet.
a lot better. Okay, but I had to play it 3 times in a weekend. If I didn't, that would have been it. You know, it's not running anymore. So I get it.
It's chat
People kind of
commands
got burned
only?
out
Okay,
on it.
gotcha.
And we only got about $50 last night on the late stream. All right. So, of course, I'm incredibly upset with all of you, and I'm holding you all personally accountable for having a slow stream. Everything is falling, you know,
I got Raw Phil up. As soon as he goes live, we'll switch.
It's all over. Okay, no, that's not the case at all. That's a gross over-exaggeration. That's what idiots would say, okay?
Raw Phil's not live. I'll go there as soon as I can.
But,
Tiju.
you know, it sucks to have momentum and then lose that momentum. But that's kind of what happens when I do too much of the same thing. And that's why when a lot of people say, well, why are you a variety streamer? You know, why don't you just focus on more, like 1 or 2 kinds of games and just play those?
There he is,
why don't you take one game when it comes out and play it for 2 weeks straight till you beat it? This is exactly why. Because my audience likes a variety of content. And if I play too much of one kind of content in a short period of time, the audience stops showing up and supporting it. The first night of Fatal Fury, we had great attendance and great support. The second night of Fatal Fury, we had slightly less attendance, but we still had good support. Last night, we had the least attendance and almost, you know, no support. Didn't even hit, like, what, a third of the goal? And that's what happens. Okay? So, here's the deal. Let's hit some goals this week. Let's get this going. As soon as we hit 30 goals hit, we will schedule the Build with Phil Lego stream.
Definitely.
Now, I would like to say, hey, it's going to be tomorrow night. It's going to be Wednesday night or Thursday. I don't know. It really depends on the levels of support we get. Some streams, we don't hit the goal. Some streams, we do hit the goal. Some
that how
streams,
that works?
we hit multiple goals. Right? So I don't know how long it's going to take us. I would assume we're going to hit it this week. I just don't know when. Now, I am here for the next 4 days. I'm here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I do have Friday and Saturday off this week.
Oh, there you go.
So, hopefully, you guys like the content enough that you will support.
Okay.
As soon as tonight, like the Lego stuff going, and we can do it as soon as possible. I would love to do it as soon as tonight. Like, no exaggeration. If we hit 3 goals on this stream, tonight we'll reschedule. It'll be Lego night tonight.
$450
and then we'll do everything
this
else
stream.
later on in the week. You see? Like, I'm open. My schedule is totally open this week to do that whenever. So, let's see what happens and go from there. And, you know.
$450, guys. Pretty simple.
There you go.
You get it?
Want to do some quick shout-outs? Actually get the momentum started today? I think we should.
Yeah,
First contribution of today was from Dumpy Koala, who gifted a sub, and it went to 220, who is a troll, of course.
Who did it go to? Who did it go to, I wonder? Say
From
it again?
Dumpy Koala, who gifted a sub, and it went to 220.
Oh, that's cool.
Who is a troll, of course. But, you know, they don't understand that that stupid meme was pertinent for like a day.
Still pertinent. Very pertinent.
It doesn't have meaning anymore. You've overdone it. But I mean, that's because they're
that's how memes work. This is coming from the meme god. So listen up, assholes.
Incredibly stupid idiots. You know what I mean? Like, they're not smart people.
Ding dong there.
It's like you're almost a whole week. Actually, you are over a week late on that meme, right? The meme is over a week old now. It's stupid. It's, you know. But again, as I've said many times, hyper-focused. hyper-focused, can't stop talking about something, can't control themselves, got to keep talking about it, got to meme about it, got to talk about it.
Yeah.
It's already outdated. It doesn't matter. That's how they are.
Ah, okay. That's how memes work. You don't get to choose when the meme dies, actually.
And Dumpy Koala just gifted a second sub. Thank you, Dumpy Koala. I appreciate that very much. Okay. By the way, what's up, Jade? Good morning, Jade. How you doing?
Hey, there we go. We're getting an early start into the temple. Big ups, everybody. Let's go. We'll get our pedestal rocking and rolling here. Oh, God. There we go. I'll get there. Give me a second. Okay, there we go.
Good morning to everyone. All the regulars who are here today. I hope that you're all in good spirits and ready to chill with me, because this will be a much more chill podcast than yesterday's.
Yes,
that's for
a lot
sure.
of Q&A.
Like I said yesterday, we had a lot of drama today. We'll be good. It'll be a lot more laid back. Okay. So thank you, Dumpy Koala, for the first 2 subs. Let's get some stuff on the YouTube side. How about some super chats and memberships? We don't have any yet, right?
Okay.
We do have our first tip of the day.
Flatman B says he forgot one sock today, so he has one sock on. Thank you, Flatman B.
Flatman B, a $3.33 tip. He says, "Hello, everyone. Hope you and your family have a wonderful day. God bless all." What a nice message.
There you go.
Thank you, Flatman B.
Told you.
Appreciate that. So we got some momentum early on, and thank you guys for that. Okay.
Yeah, Dominic, I'm on tomorrow as well.
King Ferbs, how are you? Good morning. Good morning to you.
Great filter there. What?
King Ferbs, how are you? Good morning. Good morning to you.
King Ferbs.
Who else is here today? Many regulars, right?
Hey. Sip fart.
Sister Anime, we are not doing fast food sim today. If you take a look at the schedule, shall we just take a look briefly?
Shout out Sister Anime.
If you take a look at the schedule.
Okay. Oh, this is cool. Watch Rich. Are you watching, Rich? Rich, this is how you do tech, Rich.
I hit the wrong button. Here, take a look at this. What the hell? Oh, my capture device malfunctioned. Hold on. Guys, my capture device has malfunctioned.
Watch this, Rich.
What do I
Hold
do?
on. I gotta...
This is how you do stream, Rich.
What happened was, if you can believe it, how stupid this is, a cord unplugged.
Yeah?
And fell, and it hit the cord of my capture device.
Yeah?
And it said, boom, 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 boom. And I think it desynced, and now I might have to unplug and replug it to get it to work again. What a pain.
I'm by.
Seriously, what a pain in the ass.
I'm by.
So I'm just going to unplug and replug it completely.
That was Dark Dave's me or not me. I didn't just randomly say that, by the way. Let's see, some people might be thinking about it. I didn't just randomly say that.
Okay. It's Dark Dave's fault.
It's Dark Dave's fault. I am not bi, but I respect all kinks here. At kinks and sexuality, sexual preferences, they're all cool with me on WPIG. That is one of the strongest taglines we have here at WPIG.
Okay.
All is cool. Not all, but you know.
Ow.
Not all.
Dead air. Now, how do I select it? Because if I click it, it's just going to show that again.
No feet. That thing does not allowed.
What a pain
No
in the
feet.
ass.
No feet, no dragons. Nothing illegal.
Stupid tech. Now, this is so dumb because a cord got loose. Okay, it literally just there was the HDMI cable that goes to my PS5 Pro was a little loose, and it fell and touched a cable, and it deactivated my capture device.
Well, sounds like it's your problem.
How
then.
dumb is that, right?
Why did something just randomly
so
fall?
now I got to try to get it to select capture device properly.
Why did something just randomly fall?
I don't know how to do that. It's gonna be screwed up, no matter what I do.
Why would?
Let's see.
Okay,
See, it's showing the wrong screen.
Why would it just randomly fall?
Let's try to reselect properly.
Like that's just a normal thing that happens, right? Oh yeah, now I can't do the fucking telescope because he's off the screen. God damn it! I can't do a spyglass when he's not even on the screen.
Dumb thing.
Oh, did he show the Discord? I wonder what you guys were talking about. Okay, yeah. Okay, thank you. Becky Boop. Oh, isn't that Rich's girl? Or, you know, whatever that was, that situation? Jake James Lugo. Big ups. Hockey Carl. There's Triple P. top tier rated, Darziak, Keemstar, James Chen. Interesting. That's JCH, James Chen, sir, or whatever, sir. That's James Chen. That's probably reaching out for an interview, never happened. Lugo, of course, rocking and rolling. NYC Furby, Slayer. And there's 2 servers he's in. And there is one that has a DSP face, and the other one has some game. I believe we knew that last time. But there's Craig there as well. So there we go. Cool Discord, rocking and rolling. Top tier rated, still a friend, and playing Fortnite right now. There we go. Ryan is too conceited. It's ALT co-signing Darziak's madness. Pay attention. That's not true. That is, I feel like I dunk on Darziak more than most. Fuck Darziak.
Let's try to reselect properly here. Hey, stupid. Oh, this is the schedule. Don't you love tech? Anyway, let's actually get my webcam bigger.
I thought
too.
you were you know how to, what you're doing in that case. Okay. No. Dunking on Darziak is not one of my kinks. That's not true. No Digimon. Yeah, that's true. No Digimon. No hyper anything.
Okay.
Oh, did he?
So,
he made fun of Rich for not showing his Discord, then just did it himself. All right, I'll make a clip of that if it's worth it for Twitter.
here's the schedule. All right. And,
Yep.
I wanted to show you because it was Sister Anime talking about, are we going to do like an indie game like Fast Food Simulator? Sister Anime really wants me to play Fast Food Simulator for some reason this week.
What's wrong with that?
Here's what we're looking at for the week. Today,
Sister Anime, by the way, is a troll. It's sometimes in here. There's Sister Anime. There you are. It's someone that's in here, but that's not that Sister Anime, right? Sister Anime, or was this you? I mean, either way is fine. But was this you or not you? This one, because I know there's a imposter as well. Sister Anime, not you. Okay, so this is the imposter Sister Anime that caused this. Big up Sodies, who says some streams we hit the goal, some streams we don't hit the goal. Some streams are just right. Let's make a kid's book out of it. Iwamoto in the house says set goals in advance is definitely not the bag mindset. Definitely not. Definitely not, Iwamoto. Big ups. And Foil Grim Timmy says use an eye patch at least. POS pirate garb.
Hey, we're gonna do more
great pirate garb
in Hawaii.
Big ups, everybody.
Tonight. Okay. The only way this would change is if we actually hit 3 goals on this stream.
Philip, you could stop mentioning that.
We're gonna do Lego night. Tomorrow is a full multiplayer day. We're gonna be doing Black Ops 6 on the first stream.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I see what Iwamoto is talking about. He says Lego night, the possibilities of Lego night are Tuesday and Wednesday, but there's no way he won't hit it by Thursday, dumb fucks. Just please donate. 3 goals, guys. Come on.
We'll be doing MVC2 collection, okay? Or Lego night, depending on if we hit the goals by then. On Wednesday, I want to finish Lost Records. Oh, God, do I want to finish Lost Records after yesterday. Like, oh, my God.
Oh, man.
It was not good. And then I'll talk about that. And then
oh, please.
On Wednesday night, as you can see, I was planning on doing a chill late night stream of anything. Like it could have been Balatro. It could have been the Coin Game. It could have been one of these new indie games that has been suggested. Like what was that one? Lorelei and the Laser Eyes or something? Or it could be Fast Food Simulator. Or it could be any of these.
I always thought it was Lorelei, not Lorelei, but all right, Lorelei.
You know what I mean? Like just something different for variety. Okay? So, excuse me. So whatever it is, I wanted to do that as a night stream this week. Okay? But the question is, what's going to happen with Avowed? That's question number. I've played it twice. I thought that it was all right. But do we want to do it again or not? I don't know. You know, we're going to do it tonight and see if it works. If it works tonight, maybe we'll keep it in the schedule. If it ends up falling off and getting boring or whatever, then maybe not, right? Basically, when we do Lego night, it means we have to bump a night stream, you see? Like, no matter what, one of these night streams has to not take place when we do Lego night. So we'll see what happens during the week. We'll see when we hit it. Again, it's hard to say what we're going to do because I don't know when we're going to hit goals. If we hit the goal today and tonight, then that means one more goal hit and we'll do Lego. So maybe it'll be tomorrow night, maybe it'll be Wednesday night, and then it'll bump the respective stream of that night. And then we decide what do we want to do. Like, let's say, for example, we hit the goals by tomorrow's first stream. Well, then let's say we do Lego night tomorrow night. So now Wednesday night, do we want to do MVC2 or do we want to do an indie game?
Very important stream right now.
Thursday night, do we want to do an indie game? Do we want to do Avowed? You know, we don't know until it happens. Okay. So I can't promise you exactly what we're doing each day yet, but I I do think it's going to be a great week regardless. I am excited to build with Phil and do the Lego night with you when we hit it.
Build with Phil.
As for Fast Food Simulator, it's one of the games I'm considering for that chill Lego night. Or, excuse me, for that chill Indies night is what I meant to say. I have a few games in mind for the Indies night. So, let's see what happens. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Okay, cool. All right. Herbs has become a member as our first member of the day. Cool.
No, this is a pirate sweater, Guilty Pleasure Cinema. This is a pirate.
Now let's see RTU's schedule. Here's RTU's schedule. When he's sober enough, he'll pop a bunch more fucking THC gummies.
THC gummies, very hip. THC gummies. Excuse me, guys. I'm looking for THC gummies.
More fucking THC gummies.
Wow, we're felting
himself.
When he's sober enough, he'll pop more. Keep going. Go ahead.
Or fucking THC gummies. Roll himself onto the stream and talk about me for 2 to 3 hours.
Okay.
That's Review Tech schedule. Okay. No exaggeration. There you go.
So, just to be clear, Rick recap, when he's sober enough, he'll then get high and then go on stream. Okay, gotcha. THC gummies.
Anyway, I know. No, people don't want drama. We're not going to do that today. We're not doing drama today.
Why not?
I did a thorough felting of that man yesterday. That's all right. We won't do that.
Want to talk about the views of the clip? Or because that thing is definitely popping off. We might get to 4 digits next week.
Today, okay? Let's move on. His schedule is nipple chafing. Oh, there you go. All right, no drama. We're not going to do that today. We did enough yesterday, all right?
Hilarious.
We've had enough. We got to move on. All right?
Funny.
Cool. All right. And it's hilarious. So for the record, the stupid screen that you guys saw was a Discord screen. It's all that is people who I've talked to over like the last 6 to 8 months on Discord. If you remember last year, I was reaching out to a ridiculous amount of people, and a ridiculous amount of people were reaching out to me to try to like cross over for content, to do interviews, to do all of this stuff.
So you did reach out then. That's confirmed to that Becky Boop or whatever. Who I don't know. She's like Rich's old ex-girlfriend or something. So he has talked to Becky Boop. Confirmed. Huge news. This is going straight to Kotaku, to Keemstar.
Stuff. None of that is really pertinent today. As I've told you guys, I have no interest in doing any kind of like appearances on shows or anything right now. I'm not looking to do any interviews or whatever.
So what about Becky Boop?
So, because already people are trying to say, "Oh, you're talking to this person, you're talking to that person."
Yeah, Becky Boop.
No, I'm not. I'm not. This was all stuff from time over the past, like I said, many months. I'm not actively looking to do anything.
So the most recent was Becky Boop.
I'm really not. Like some people are like, "Oh no, here we go, conspiracy theories," because my stupid capture device froze or whatever, and it showed you the people who I've talked to on Discord. Well, it doesn't matter.
On that note, Channel says family drama equals Phil trying to pork Becky and got busted. Becky Boop.
None of that is pertinent. Okay?
Oh God, that would be good. That would be the top moment of 2025. Philip trying to get with Becky Boop. Oh, it's his friends list, so it wasn't most recent.
Why do I have so many tech issues? So here's the difference. My tech issues are not based on ignorance of technology, like Review Tech. Mine are based on technology being very wonky and inconsistent.
Oh, right.
Like literally no
Similar to how all his health problems aren't based on his own lifestyle, it's based on genetics. Okay, well that makes sense. That checks out.
Exaggeration. Everything was working. I turned on my stream. A cable over there was slightly loose and booped another cable. And the next thing
it did what with another cable?
Was slightly loose and booped another cable. And the next
he can't get her off the mind.
Thing you know, the capture device malfunctioned.
Booped.
Just because he got touched like this. Stupid.
Philip can't stop thinking about Becky Boop. God damn it.
Is that my fault that gravity exists and cables will move? I actually know how the tech works. I know how to set it up. It was actually working. It was gravity, made a cable move, and then there was a malfunction. And by the way, I fixed it within moments, right? Okay. Yeah, I know. I'm going to continuously have tech issues because that's my life. Like, no exaggeration. Someone else could buy a piece of tech, set it up, have it run, and never have a problem with it ever. I will have nonstop problems no matter what as a result of this. Like, I'm not even kidding. Not only that one cable falling, screwed up my capture device, and it made my wireless go out. So this just confirms it's my motherboard, which I suspected all along.
How does that confirm that?
It is my motherboard that's causing the problems.
Okay.
It's a very wonky piece of shit motherboard that if I even tap one of the ports, all the things just turn off and fuck up, and then I have to like fuck with them, and then they work again. So the motherboard is very finicky and probably defective. That's my guess. And there's nothing I can really do about it. It does work. It just decides to stop working randomly, and then I got to fuck with it, and then it works again. I'm not going to buy another PC.
Oh, Top 500 Genji in YouTube says, it kind of sucks. We ragged on RTU for showing Discord yesterday, and we leaked Discord DMs today. Stupid tech. Well worded. Top 500 Genji.
Okay, I can't afford another PC right now, regardless of as much as I spent back in December on this setup.
Can't afford a PC already.
I'm just going to roll with it for now. Perhaps I'll end up having to buy another PC in a couple of years if this thing keeps having, problems. But for the most part, it works, 90% of the time? I guess 10% of the time we'll have a fun tech fuck-up stream, and we'll deal with it.
I'm not
gonna get upset.
that.
I'm really not. Like, I'm past that point in my life where I'm going to get upset over this kind of shit. Just whatever. We roll with it. We still hang out. We're still able to do everything, right?
We hang out. We roll with it.
So anyway.
We're chilling. We're eating apps.
All right. So, schedule-wise, you saw what we're doing this week. Whenever we hit the goal support, but let's get it going. Let's get our first super chat of the day. Who will be it? Who will be the first super chatter? Who's going to gift some memberships on YouTube today?
Has not came in yet.
That would be nice. And on Kick, we already got a good start with Dumpy Koala. Who else will contribute? FYI, we do still have the working animations for Kick finally, and we've got them working smoothly now.
Ooh, thank God.
So now, no matter how you contribute, whether it's a super chat, whether it's a membership or a gifted membership, whether it's a sub, a resub, or gifting subs, or whether it's a tip, you will get an animation for everything. Really cool that I finally got all of that working. Okay.
Nope. Not that
Very good. All right, so.
Okay. That freaked me out. I'm like, what's this bacon? This is from Dark Dave Mir again. This scared the shit out of me.
Two things I want to talk about before we get to open Q&A and more chill vibes today. Number one, let's talk about lost records yesterday. Okay? Ready for this? Lost records yesterday. Quite frankly.
Yeah, and you know this is coming.
Was insanely boring. Okay? Now, here's the deal. When you make a video game, what is the real primary reason and focus for making a video? Let's think about this, okay? So, Jasper, you're just sitting here so nice for making a video game. Was in records yesterday. Quite frankly. All right? Let's think about this, okay? So, Jasper, you're just sitting here so nicely. What are you sitting here for, buddy? You sit next to me on the floor. You want to jump on the chair? People like to see you, buddy. You want to come up here?
God.
Come up here. He's not coming up here. He's just sitting there staring around. I think he likes the lights. He's looking at the blue lights today that's supposed to simulate like water flowing. And he's like looking all around. Because remember, I have them all around the edge of the office. It's not just behind me. Behind me is the major light show. But I've got, RGBs all around the wall.
Behind him is a major light show.
And he's looking at him like, ooh. He's all like infatuated. You like this cooling blue light. Okay, so in regards to a video game, what is the primary thing that you're attempting to do with a video game? All right. Well, if you're a company who produces them for profits, you're probably going to say, well, to sell it to make money. All right. And fair enough. You're going to make a product that you want to be able to sell. Right. But for the game, for the end user, right? I would argue there's two things that you want most out of a video game. Number one, you want to have fun, right? The whole point of playing a game is that it's not work. It's supposed to be fun. Now, everyone has a subjective idea of what's fun. For some people, it's a gameplay loop that's addicting. For some people, it's overcoming great challenge and obstacle and feeling a piece of accomplishment. For some people, it's literally just
feeling a piece of accomplishment?
Challenge and obstacle and feeling a piece of accomplishment.
You definitely want to feel a piece of accomplishment.
For some people, it's literally just getting a laugh or getting a good story out of it, right? Everyone gets something different out of it, but everyone wants to have fun. That's number one.
Phil just wants to have fun.
Okay. Number two. For the most part, when you're playing a video game, you're trying to create a fantastic scenario that wouldn't be possible in real life. Because what's the point of playing a video game if it's just simulating your real life, right? Like,
there are thousands of examples of games that are fun that do that. Okay? Thousands, in fact.
would you want to play a video game where all you do is sit in an office, clicking buttons, entering data into a spreadsheet, making phone calls to customers, things you get paid for in the real world?
There are many examples of those, and people have a lot of fun with them.
As a job, why would you want to do that in a video game?
Mm-hmm.
If you look at some of the video games that are simulators, they're not realistic. For example, Power Wash Simulator, all right, is not realistic to being a real power washer.
How do you know?
I know because I've actually power washed my driveway before. It was incredibly
Oh, X the gout on that one. You have a power washer, Philip? How you power washing that? What'd you do? Spray the hose on it? That's what he probably did. Hang on, honey. Got a power wash. Turn on the hose. Okay, Phil. Here it comes. Shh, yeah, we're power washing, just like the game.
tedious. It was incredibly boring, and it took too much time. Power Wash Simulator is like a very streamlined, catchy, addictive version of that makes it fun because it's a fantasy version that's, changed around to actually be entertaining. Get it?
I don't get it. Toby says DSP spends most of Lost Records making fat jokes about a teenager who is objectively smaller than his wife. That's what I've only seen a few clips of it. I haven't watched a second of his gameplay of that because who the fuck wants that? But I mean, it's kind of. I think that's why he's going to say he hates the game in the end because, he's in a weird place making fun of fat people while yet, you know what I mean. It's something that you'd think you wouldn't do if you're married to someone that might be that robust. Is make fun of other large people. Nothing wrong with being larger. But you wouldn't want to make fun of others that are also large when your wife happens to be also large, right? And it's nothing against robust style, the big BBWs, as Tevin said, but still, you would maybe not make fun of them for being BBW in a negative light if that's what your wife is, right? Big ups to Beetlejuice 3 says, guess he forgot his PC setup stream. Oh, he forgot everything, right? He forgot everything. Foil Grim Timmy says, yo, Cat is out. Phil wants Becky. Damn, boop. Maybe so. NW News says he's a textbook Freudian slip with the Betty Boop. And Nerd Bruce says, I hope you heard Phil pronouncing that word, which I'm not going to try to say. I'll play that, okay? I'll get the clip up. I'm not going to try to say it because I'll fuck it up too.
Now,
I'm not trying to get that on my conscience.
in regards to that,
never.
Lost Records starts off with an interesting
back
premise.
up. I'll get
a
it.
group of friends who haven't met each other since the summer of 1995 have received a mysterious package referencing that summer and threatening them. So they want to get together in the present day to not only try to remember and reminisce what happened during the summer, but try to figure out what this package could possibly be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? That's interesting. I like that premise, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then what's happened is with the game, Lost Records, along the way, they lost the idea that a video game is supposed to be fun and also is supposed to be a fantasy setting. And here's what I mean by that, all right? Yesterday...
All right, we're going to lose 3 minutes, but I know you don't care. I'm not even going to ask. You don't care. Here we go. Back to Rawville.
That boring. It was such a shame because it started off with an interesting premise in the first stream.
Shout out to Dark Days Mirror, though, for being the fill-in. Legend, sir.
I did. And then yesterday, I was so fucking bored because nothing happened. And here's the funny part. 2.5 hours I'm playing this, right? Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. And then finally, in the last 10, 15 minutes, something happens. They found a cabin in the woods. It was rickety. It was old. There were weird symbols all over it. And it's very comparative to the Blair Witch Project and stuff like that. Oh, this is cool. Where's this going? Well, it lasted 15 minutes, the segment, and then it ended, and I ran out of time and couldn't complete or continue with the stream. So very well, some interesting stuff could actually happen. And in fact, some people have confirmed it will. Like the next stream, which will be my final stream of Lost Records, will actually have interesting stuff happening. They basically crammed it all into the very tail end of this game.
That also happened during the stream. I'm sure it's a coincidence.
Why on earth they thought it was a good idea to actually have 2.5 hours of absolutely nothing meaningful happening? I have no idea. So as I'm saying, the reason that video games are interesting is because you're doing something in a game you couldn't necessarily do in real life, and it translates to something fun. In real life, you could get together with your friends in a garage right now and pretend like you're a garage band and play horrible music. You could literally go to the woods and walk around and do absolutely nothing. You could do that right now. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need a video game to simulate that. Those are realistic actions, right?
This is the dumbest shit of all time. Philip can't do the good. Big outs, everybody pointing that out. He literally can't do all that stuff. So, okay, yeah. So, Philip, more stuff Philip cannot do. Go ahead.
And it was making lunch simulator. And all it is you walk into a kitchen, you open your fridge. You grab ingredients like lunch meat, cheese, condiments, bread. Then you sit down at a table and you have plates and you set out the ingredients and you butter the bread and you do this, you make the sandwich, right? There you go.
I can go to Battlefield right now. I can steal cars like that. I can go outside and steal a car right now. It's easy. I'll steal a car, run it into a fucking house, and then go get another car and get a taxi. It's a lot of fun. I could do that in real life, too. Why do I want to do that in a video game? Get out of here.
And then that's it. Once you're done, it's over. That's it. You win. Game over. Would you buy that game? Or would you actually go to your real life kitchen and just do it? Because then you'll actually have a real sandwich to eat at the end. You didn't pay money to do it, and you didn't waste your time. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Iwamoto sent me a good picture here. Yeah, who wants to do this shit? Why? I can go drive a train if I really want to myself. Why do I want to do this at home? Driving a train, idiots. You can go drive a train anywhere you want to.
You want to do those things that you're doing in Lost Records.
I saw one dude in Japan. We're all bored by his talking, so no one cares. I know about me pausing. I saw one dude in Japan go to the arcade, and they had a big setup with a real train set up. He had the full not costume, but the full, let's say, uniform on. And he's probably about, I don't know, 13 or 14-year-old kid. And I was like, that's pretty fucking cool, man. This guy has a fucking passion, dude. He's making it happen. And I hope he became a trained conductor. I hope he did. That dude's a badass, man.
You understand what I'm saying? If you want to do those things that you're doing in Lost Records, you could just do them in real life, and you could actually have something meaningful come out of it. You could actually have friends and spend time with them and have a relationship that's ongoing that could benefit you. You don't need a video game to simulate mundane things that you could do in your real life.
Definitely.
And in fact, I'm going to go as far to say, I actually think a game like this could be harmful, because what happens is this is normalizing making a virtual situation for something that you should be doing in person. For real. Right? Do you think it's healthier?
This is insanity.
To have simulated friends that you hang out with in Lost Records and do menial things with? Or
do you think it's good to have people in your chat that consider you their only friend and talk about hanging out with them? Guys, we didn't hang out enough yesterday together. Let's do it today. Which is more unhealthy? It's a video game about people that are friends. What about a movie where people talk and have fun together? Is that bad too? Oh, how dare this romantic comedy? They had relationships. That's dangerous. Wouldn't you rather have a relationship in real life? Why do you want to watch other people do it? What?
You actually go get those real friends. You see my point? Like, there's a difference between, I'm teaming up with people to save the universe from a fantastical race of alien invaders that want to kill us all, or we're walking through the forest.
Yeah.
Doing nothing.
Wow.
You get to a point where it's like, why does this even exist? Right? Like, why was the game made? Does it even serve a purpose? I don't know. I actually don't know the answer to that. Does a game like this actually serve some kind of like a concrete purpose? I'm not sure.
What? A purpose? Just for telling us? Why does a book exist? Why do movies exist? Why do TV shows exist? Ryan says Seinfeld is harmful content. Yeah, friends in New York. I mean, wouldn't you rather just go get friends in New York? What? Officer Whitney, we're gonna need you over here. It's the 220. 220 in progress right now. Officer Whitney, get back in the force. I don't care if you're retired.
Because I hope it would. But my question is, who's asking for it? Right? Like, oh, maybe there are a group of teenage girls out there who are, lesbians or whatever, bisexually curious, and they would like this game. Yeah, but wouldn't they want to just go spend time with their actual friends? Like, why would they want to play a video game of it?
This is one of his craziest things he's ever said, isn't it? I don't want to over-exaggerate. This is one of the least relatable takes I think you could possibly have right now, is that media of real life is harmful. Media depicting real-life situations that you can do in real life is harmful. What?
Actual friends? Like, why would they want to play a video game of it? I'm just saying.
His chat's cooking him, too. Bad take, sir, says the Red King. Someone says, who needs friends when you have video games, says Apollo. It's like playing Planet Zoo versus going to the zoo, says Copium. That's a good one. No. Lost Records is trying to immerse you and give you a connection to the characters and what they're doing. I get it's hard for you to relate, but that doesn't make it purposeless. Oh, God, Rangoon Goon. Oh, God.
You know? And I feel like every other game I've
played... The
played...
Burnout File says, what if you're disabled and can't leave the house?
...that Don't Nod is made, right? Vampire. It's about vampires, whatever,
oh,
right?
Oh, God.
Vanisher. I didn't even play that one, but that one's about, like, ghosts and souls. Life is Strange. The character has time manipulation powers. Life is Strange 2. The son is, like, super strength and speed and shit, right? I keep going. Where every one of their games has made more sense than this. This game actually doesn't make sense.
Okay.
At all from a mainstream perspective. Maybe there is an incredibly small percentile of people, all right, who can't make real friends, who can't leave their house. I don't know, maybe they're paraplegics or something, right?
What?
And therefore, this life simulator game, you know what I mean? Is that's what the purpose it serves? But that's an incredibly small customer base. For the rest of us...
This game is only for paraplegics. Real life games that you can do real things in that you could do in real life are only for paraplegics. Paraplegics is who this game is for.
You go into this thinking, oh, it's a narrative-based game from Don't Nod, so it's going to have some interesting fantasy aspects to it that we're going to enjoy. And you play it, you're like, what the fuck am I playing? What did they make?
Mm-hmm.
Did they not understand the premise of a video game? I played Mario Brothers because in real life, I can't become a plumber that can jump 40 feet in the air and stomp on mutant turtles and living mushrooms. Okay? I play Gran Turismo because in real life, I can't afford to buy a high-end crazy racer car and actually drive it around. I played Call of Duty because I'm never going to be an actual, secret operative going across the globe using high-end weaponry to take out other teams of operatives. Like, I can't do that in real life.
Wow,
that's why
man.
I play video games.
Wow, man.
To simulate those fantasy situations. I don't need a video game to simulate real-life situations that can really happen, that I could just do. And that's what this game seems to be. Okay?
Insanity.
Anyway,
this is such a, he tries to be, I'm a gamer just like you, but no one agrees with that. No one. And I do mean no one that is a real gamer would agree with that statement. No one. Right? Nobody is going to agree with this. Yeah, Bojangle says, why doesn't Cat power wash in real life? Yeah, why not? Beetlejuice says Jade style game. Big ups. Grazing Poro in the house says this game is for Jade. Confirmed. That's what he basically said. Mickey Thor. That's interesting. Didn't Cat like power washing sim? Philip made a point to bring that up, right? To let you know that, I'm not talking about that. That's different. Clinkerton Lake says Cat is gone. He is losing it. There was a time when Panda was gone. He did go off the deep end a little bit, but I'm not saying that yet.
I was really disappointed because at the end of the stream that happened, that whole cabin in the woods thing, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. Now we're out of time. If only they didn't waste my last 3 hours of playtime with bullshit, it would have been an interesting game. Like, no lie. The first stream was okay. And
okay, this is funny. I got to shout it out here. Mars Inhabitant, who is Kirk or whatever. Trolls and sock accounts and detractors watch porn because you've never going to put it in real life. And remember the message I showed you about yesterday's stream? He said, I forgot how addictive porn is. He literally said that on yesterday's stream that I showed you. And then he put this comment in today. That makes it all the funnier.
Last stream, they could have actually cut out the garage band segment and the walk in the woods segment and just cut right to the cabin, and the game would be a better game. But modern game direction is a joke, in my opinion, especially with what they're trying to do a lot of these games. We all know that these games are pushing agendas. This game in particular, it's trying to say,
what? Lesbianism?
Oh, this is a game for a different kind of person. What? This is supposed to be a game for either, gay curious or bisexual curious girls, and they can enjoy it because now they can feel like there's a game for them, and they're not.
Is that an agenda? Homosexuality is an agenda now. Okay. Homosexuality agenda confirmed, real.
Ostracized for being who they are. And if that's the case, I actually don't care. Like, to me,
it seems like you do.
I don't mind that. If the game exists and that's what its purpose is, then fine. But I don't know. It just, they certainly didn't push it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, from the trailers and everything, it was supposed to be a mystery. The friends are reuniting, and who is the mysterious person contacting them? Why do they have memory holes? That's what I want to know, the plot.
They're telling you the plot.
Full of bullshit. And it made me bored to the point, I'm not kidding you, I was falling asleep.
Okay,
I was sitting here, right here, actually trying to play the game, and I was nodding off like this, and people were laughing. I was like, I don't blame you. Dude, this game is so bad and so boring, I can't stay awake. So, here, I'm gonna beat it next time we play it, because it's only 7 hours, supposedly, and we're around 5 hours in. But, man, let me tell you right now, okay? Unless something really awesome happens in the last third of this tape 1 of this game, this will absolutely be the worst game I've ever played from Don't Nod. And that even includes Vampire, and that game was a broken piece of dog shit.
Okay.
At least it had
scathing
gameplay
review
and a fantasy setting.
How will
that
they
makes
recover?
It worth playing. So I hope something interesting actually happens, okay, in this game that's interesting, rather than it being liberal girl simulator. I don't care.
Liberal because they're homosexual, by the way. Just putting that out there. Philip just said it there, liberal. But he said his only thing, and when it came to describing the agenda, it was homosexuality.
Every other game they've made, there was a reason to play it. Even if you didn't care about, do I care that Max in Life is Strange was bisexual? No, I don't give a shit. That's fine. They wrote the character like that, and I don't mind it because the game was interesting outside of that. It didn't matter. You know what I mean? Obviously, that character wasn't really written to appeal to me because I don't have interest in bisexual teenage women. But, at least there was time manipulation mechanics, murder mystery elements, things that made the game good.
Yeah, she was a lesbo, but she could bend time, and that was kind of cool.
At least there was time manipulation mechanics, murder mystery elements, things that made the game good. This game is just like, oh my God, it's still going and there's still nothing happening. Like, yikes. You're driving me nuts. Wake me up.
Wake me up. Wake me up inside. Game for liberals, homo.
3 cups of coffee to get...
Save me from the lesbian art students.
Wake me up. I shouldn't have to have...
I'll stop eventually.
You're driving me nuts. Wake me up. I shouldn't have to have 3 cups of coffee to get through an hour of your game. You know what I mean? It's so bad.
Oh, quick. Oh, he thought about the character. He had to get a quick bite.
Anyway. So yeah, that's my initial impressions now. We're like I said, we're around 5 hours into the game. Dude, I am so bored. And I really hope that this last session of it is a good finale and makes it worth the journey. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, yeah.
Sometimes
definitely.
they say the journey is better than the end destination. In this case, I hope there's an end destination that was worth that journey, because that journey was excruciating.
Nailed it. The journey is worth the end destination.
Okay. Now, in regards to Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves open beta, I don't have a lot more to say.
That was good.
I've already said.
That was wild. That was legitimately wild.
Here's my initial observations. Okay.
All right, 1.5
the graphics
again.
are fine. You know, they're more anime-esque than, say, Street Fighter. And even though they are fully 3D rendered, they have this kind of cell shading over it, so they almost appear to be 2D characters, even though they're 3D. I think the art style's fine. Okay? The gameplay elements. It's a very complex game. This game has a lot of layers to it. On the base level, you got regular special moves, you've got charged special moves, you got the fact that you can actually cancel charged special moves into other charged special moves, okay? You've got different levels of super. Every character has multiple super moves, and each one has different levels to it. You've got a new system called the SPB that totally adds a ridiculous amount of stuff to the game. You know, there's an SPB move that's very similar to the Drive Impact from Street Fighter 6, but you've also have all these
can I go faster?
Like just defense, or hyper defense, right? Or what's the name of the new button? Starts with an R. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but there's like a special block that pushes the enemy back.
Descriptive word.
Special moves with that block button to do breakers that break through what people are doing. You can rev, that's what it's called. Thank you, the rev button in the rev meter. You can block and then break out of your block with a move that interrupts a combo stream. Like, it's very complex, to be honest, okay? It's very hard to even talk about all the mechanics because there's a lot of mechanics in the game. And the thing is with this beta, number one, there was no training mode, no practice mode, nothing where you could actually practice these mechanics. So outside of a very basic tutorial, you didn't really get a chance to learn them on your own. Number two, the connections in this beta were not good. So because of that, good luck trying to even learn these mechanics with the online setting, because it was laggy as hell. And most people in the FTC have outright said, yeah, the beta was not a very good experience or a very good look for the game, because a lot of people were going into this wondering, gee, Fatal Fury is coming back for the first time, in over 20 years. So I wonder if it's going to be any good, right? I wonder if it's going to be good. And you play the beta and you're like, why is it so laggy? Every match takes forever to find an opponent. I find that it's 100 millisecond or worse connection. This is not a good sign. And the truth is it's not. I definitely hope that they're going to take all these experiences they just got from this beta and they're going to use these to actually make a much better endgame product. Because as is, if they sold it like that, that's going to flop. To be very honest, okay? So I guess we'll see what happens in the future with all these complaints. The game developers already said they're trying to see if they can do a second beta that will be significantly better than this first one before the game actually releases for sale. Because if it were to release for sale right now, I think a lot of people are going to be like, nah, forget it, I'm not buying it at launch. I'll wait and I'll see if it actually ends up being better, but I'm not going to waste money on it because the beta sucked. So I don't know. Overall, I only put one character, my Shiranui, because I didn't really have time to learn another with the connections being as bad as they were and no training mode. I'll say this. It looks like the game will be a lot of focus on a lot of safe hit strings and combos, but it's going to be more based move into another move and actually attack with this, to do this out of that, whether it's time. Rushdown character will get you in the corner, escape, it's out of that situation, attacks all the time. Whether a franchise is going to actually get people, okay, having that level of complexity is going to actually get people to play the game at a competitive level, or the game will be out for 2 weeks, people will be like, this is, way too complicated, and, too many dominant things because people don't want to learn the massive ways to defend it, and they're just going to give it up and just drop the game. I don't know. I feel like, once again, it's imbalanced. Like, for example, there were Blade characters in Fox. That doesn't make it, which is a common thing that happens in a fighting game, and this character gets 60% damage off of my health bar, but then I got a character like my Shiranui, who does have a good anti-air, but just needs to knock an opponent down and taking away that much. Does that sound equivalent to you? Because it's not. It's not at all. So I get the feeling this will be another game that has lack of balance. You'll probably have a top tier that all the characters that if they just fish and get one hit can get like a 60+% combo that's insane. And then they put you in a situation where you're just at a disadvantage in the corner and you're screwed, right? Now, some people have actually said Keep-A in this game is really good. If that's the case, that's good, because I feel like Keep-A is actually...
Let's play Keep-A.
Everyone has ways around projectiles. That much.
Yeah.
With a fireball.
Everyone has a way around projectiles.
In this game, maybe play a little different, right? You're not just do whatever, but this mode. And then like to do it. Second beta if they release one. All right. If they don't do a second beta, I do hope that they have a chance to do a second beta. I think if they don't, you're going to see pretty low initial sales until people buy it and let everyone know, hey, the netcode's improved or whatever. And then by word of mouth, it'll sell more. But I am a little nervous about the game. That is not the way to go into a beta. Now, here's the thing. Some people say, but Phil, it's the beta. Don't you get it? It's the testing phase. Oh, no. I understand that. But that's not what a beta is. A beta is meant to test gameplay elements. Okay? This was not the gameplay City of the Wolves network test. If it were, that was the case. Actually test the game. Get it? Like, it's hard to say. Is the game balanced? Is the game broken? Is it fun? I don't know. It was too laggy to tell, quite frankly.
Okay. Whatever.
Okay. Well, that's what I have to say about that. And at this point, I covered all the topics that I felt like covering today. So, if you could, let's do a little bit of nice interaction, shall we?
Now we're in trouble.
Tag me in the chat. We'll go back.
Let's do a nice little bit of interaction. Oh, God. Hosky in the house, who says, where is it? Now I scrolled off it. Hosky in the house says, daily reminder that Phil wears man tees. Well,
back
just
and forth and do a little bit of Q&A and hang out for a bit before we adjourn the show and we jump back into Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii.
Okay, here we go. Now we're in trouble.
Now would be an excellent time
to
support? Like to contribute and get a shout out and start some, conversation.
Oh, no.
Now would be the time to do so. All right, so please, let's get some actual
support
momentum going. Let's get some more support here on the stream. And
it's kind of a meme, Slurms 19. Mantees.
Okay.
The opposite of panties. Like you can say a bro instead of a brawl. What else do we have?
No, Kick does not have an Argentinian issue like YouTube does. Every membership, or excuse me, every sub that I've ever gotten on Kick actually was priced properly and I got credit for.
Man's ear. That's a good
and
one.
paid for. What was the first controller I used with Rumble features? N64 with the Rumble Pack. That was the first controller that ever had it.
Rumble Pack was
Check
high.
out Warriors Abyss. What is that, Sin? I don't know what that is.
Big Us Beetlejuice 3 who says he just puts his thumb over the end of the hose, right? We're back. We're back.
Kaiser Sose, Jade is aware of Kick and knows what it is, but Jade has expressed that he does not want to go to Kick. He prefers YouTube.
Back.
So, because Kaiser Sose was like, please let Jade know that we'd like to have him over here. Yeah, but we already talked about that months ago.
Yeah.
And Jade said he would much rather prefer to stay on YouTube. So
Jade says, fuck Kick. Fuck you all.
How much of my rage during a fighting game is actual rage, and how much is actual like hamming it up?
Good
I
question.
would say, if you want me to be honest, it's probably...
It's not going to be honest, but I'd say he's going to say 50-50. But that's not the truth of it. It is all of it. It's 100%. But let's see how much he says.
around 50-50.
There you go.
Okay, it probably is. When I'm talking shit to these people, and I'm calling them mouth droolers, and I'm saying that they have Velcro shoes, and their
When do you
moms
say
wipe their
that?
butts, that's definitely hamming it up. Okay, that's, over the top for a reason. I'm not really that angry. You know what I mean? But that gets a rise out of people for sure when I say stuff like that.
So
when I'm playing a game and there's legit lag, or someone is legitimately just going like this, jab, 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 and it hits because they're brainless stuff. That does piss me off. Here's the thing. I've been playing fighting games competitively since the 1990s. I've played
with decade-long breaks in between. But yes, go off, King. Let them know.
Pretty much every major fighting game. There's a few exceptions. But for the most part, I get it. I've been here through the entire history of fighting games in their competitive nature. All right. I have played fighting games that are far better than the things that are out today. All right. I would argue.
So legitimately back in my day right now. Okay. Back in my day, the games were better. We liked it.
Argue that the stuff from back in the day, like Super Turbo.
Yep. That's, of course, we're going to go to that one.
And Street Fighter 3
you called
Third
it, Layer 8.
In my opinion, are much better games.
Of course.
Than modern fighting games.
Yes, of course.
Okay. I just think they are. Both of them, I think, are better than most, if not all, modern fighting games. And you could disagree, and that's fine. I'm sure we could sit here and debate it. But when you've played something that's better and you've had that better experience, right? And then you play the modern thing and you feel it's watered down, it's washed, it's too easy to play.
It's washed? I don't think you're using that correctly, but okay, it's washed.
There's no skill level for entry. The person who's playing on the other
game
end
is washed.
literally is a memorization person rather than a person understanding what they're doing. You get frustrated. They might say, well, I don't understand. What do you mean by that? Okay, there's a difference between a person who can literally memorize a bunch of shit and then reproduce it versus someone who actually understands it and can use it in practice. Okay, there's people who literally go to school and they memorize all the data and they take a test and they could just copy paste all the data for the test. And so they get an A. But then when they actually are asked to use that in real life to apply it to something, they're like, duh, what? They can't do it because
that doesn't apply here because they still win.
Never actually had understanding of what they were doing.
Okay.
They just copy pasted data. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between memorization and muscle memory versus actually understanding the game and knowing how to time things, how to adjust things. That's why when you play these people in Street Fighter 6,
but they win though. They're doing the thing though. So that's why this metaphor breaks down was they're doing the thing.
One pattern. And they will do that pattern over and over, and it's in their favor to do it because it's a guessing pattern.
And then they win.
Sometimes a move will hit this way, and sometimes they hit this way. And if it hits, they get a ginormous reward for it. If it doesn't hit, it's safe. They don't have any risk. And then they can continuously do the pattern over and over, guessing for the rest of the round. But you'll notice if you break that pattern, if you rattle them and their pattern stops because you interrupt it, they don't know how to play the game. They don't even understand fundamentals. They don't know what a footsie is. They don't know what spacing is.
I know what footsies are.
Zoning, neutral. They don't even know how to do a basic anti-air. All they knew was their pattern, and they ball like a house of cards, right? That legit pisses me off because that's not what fighting games were meant to be. Back in the day, you needed an incredible amount of intelligence,
You needed an incredible amount of intelligence to do what we did back then. Oh my God, incredible amount of intelligence. Our brains were so fucking huge, we couldn't get through the doorway. You had to see it though.
You needed an incredible amount of intelligence, an incredible amount.
Oh, he did? Is this live, Wilson? All right, I'll allow that spoiler. We'll wait for it then. I will allow that spoiler.
Of skill and adaptability, great hand-eye coordination, great reflexes, all of this stuff. You needed to have so much of a skill set to be
So
good
much
at
of
a
a
competitive
skill
fighting
set.
game. Today, you literally need to watch some videos, go into the lab, practice for a few hours, and you've already learned the meta of the fighting
It's
game.
interesting how the same players that were good then, a lot of them are still good right now today, including people that had very successful careers against Philip back then. Tokido, what's his name? Of course, Justin Wong. That's not even, I was trying to avoid Justin Wong because that's too obvious of an example. But Tokido still plays, still incredibly successful at it. Daigo still incredibly successful through all this, right? But it seems like if everyone could do that for a few hours, why not?
Game, and you could just regurgitate that online endlessly.
So how do they keep winning is my question. Oh, really interesting.
Probably get to master rank with any character and probably get a good amount of wins. Now, are you actually going to win a major tournament? Probably not. But the problem is the common person who's playing the game doesn't want to put up with your stupid easy mode bullshit.
Okay.
They just want to play the game and have fun, learn it for themselves. They don't want to sit there memorizing for countless fucking hours in training mode and fucking labbing it. They want to play the game. That's what they bought it for. They don't want to put up with this nonsense. So when I'm playing a modern fighting game and I'm seeing that modern fighters have been ruined because of this online mentality, this always, spoil everything, share everything. No one earns anything. Everyone just fucking copies everybody else.
Or sharing information is bad. Okay, keep going.
Drives me nuts, and that's legit anger when I'm playing the game. I'm not necessarily angry at the person I'm playing.
Interesting,
I'm
Tino.
angry.
Tino says, for audio style listeners, Tino says, Wong had a podcast not even a year ago that talked about how footsies is still big in Street Fighter 6 and is needed to win the neutral.
That I have 30 years of fighting game experience under my belt, all right? And the entire first 10, 15 years I played fighting games are way better than anything I'm doing now.
Okay.
All these modern fighters don't hold a candle.
Remember, the question was, what percent of when you get angry is real and what percent is a character? And now we're talking about our entire career as a fighting game player. I'm not sure how we got here, but okay.
The classics. But no one will talk about that. And no one is saying, how do we make a fighting game that's more representative of the old days so that we can actually have one that has like valid challenge and skill level? No one's saying that. Instead, they're saying, how do we make the next flashy fighting game to sell more copies so that the stream monsters can fucking get all hype about it and click their fucking emotes and memes in the chat and then we'll sell more copies? That's the dumbest fucking thing. You're supposed to be making good competitive games first and worry about that shit later.
Ooh, Kenny D says, you have 30 years of fighting game experience, but much of your argument is about how they keep doing patterns and less about your inability to counter them. It just makes you look unskilled. Oh, God.
And it does drive me nuts. It does, I understand that the past is the past, but when you move forward, that's exactly it. You're supposed to have progress. For every 2 steps forward, there's like a sacrifice that's made. It's bad. Modern fighter. So...
Okay.
Yeah, some of the rage you see is legit. Some of it is completely hamming it up. It's a mix. And the thing is, it works.
Sounds like it's a real anger because all the examples you just gave, it sounds like it's all real, actually. Oh, it's 50-50. But here's all the reasons I do get angry in that 50%. That makes sense.
That's right.
Well, hope I handled that one. Big Up Shiny Teeth says, for Phil, having friends is a fantasy. So is making lunch that isn't frozen food. Now, that would be a good game. Making food that's not frozen simulator. He should play Overcooked or something. Can you imagine him playing Overcooked with Cat? Now, that would be funny. Mad stays annoyed and says, he only sees games as glorified toys. Baby brain. Because Mad stays noited. Jericho TSK says, imagine a game where you own a sandwich shop. Which there literally are games like that, you know what I mean? And they're fun. Foil Grim Timmy says, when I went to China, toilets were squat only. Japan has those too, but I avoided them. I dodged them. Easy dodging. I always found a sit down. Remember, I'm not doing number 2 out in the public anyway. I'm doing the home base. Home base at the command zone. Only place I'm doing that. But I dodged them all. But they do exist in Japan as well, and I cannot imagine. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. Tired of it. Nope. I do stand.
No, but Kenny D, see, this is the problem. Kenny D says, you have 30 years of fighting game experience.
Oh, here we go. That's the one I read out. Here we go.
No, but Kenny D, see, this is the problem. Kenny D says, you have 30 years of fighting game experience. Much of your argument is about how they keep doing patterns, but what about your inability to counter them? It makes you look unskilled. No. See, that's what you don't understand.
Oh, here we go.
That's the problem with modern fighting games. The entire game is countering patterns. But that's not what fighting games were ever meant to be.
Why can't you do it then?
The old fighting games, this is what I mean. You don't understand unless you actually played old fighting games. The old fighting games
you had to be there. It's a geography reference, okay? You had to be there. If you weren't there, you don't get it, dumb fuck. We had massive brains. Did you hear that part?
Patterns didn't work. If you tried a pattern, people would read you, and you could be beaten immediately by someone with skill. Now, they actually designed the game around a pattern. Do you get it? You can't beat the pattern. All you can do is out-pattern the pattern with your own pattern, because that's how they made the games. That's bad.
Okay.
That's not good. That's what I'm saying.
This is like the third geezer fighting game podcast, says non-toxic in Kick Chat.
Watch someone play Super Turbo, right? You're going to see incredible variety of gameplay. Even people playing the same characters will play them completely differently because the game is versatile with its simplicity. Get it?
People used to. He keeps saying "get it," and shout outs to Ludacris for saying that in the impression we did. Because you see how much he says "get it." You get it. Yerpy Derp says people used to spam the same few moves back in the day. It was much easier to do so then as well. Correct.
This is not a stupid, overpowered way to play it with Drive Rush dominating.
You get it.
Everyone learned how to play the characters differently, and everyone's unique. You know, one person playing Ryu is different than another person playing Ryu, which is different than another person playing Ryu, but they're all perfectly good, viable tournament players. As opposed to in Street Fighter 6, why is it that everyone who plays Cammy literally plays her exactly the same, including the best players in the world? Because they made the game a pattern game, and that's bad. It stifles creativity. It stifles originality. It stifles fun for those who've played something better. I play Street Fighter 6, and I crave the old days of good fighting games.
The old days of old fighting games, remember, I'm not a big fighting game dude, but from what I'm seeing in SRK, all those games they talk about, like, there were sometimes they'd be these banned characters and shit. And it's like, and they would call out people that do those kind of like spammy kind of styles things. They could call the fuck out because like, oh, you're winning just by doing that. So it seems like it was much more of a thing back in the day than it is now. But I mean, I'm just a layman.
That weren't just fucking mouth-drooling pattern players. Because that's all it is. I memorize. I copy-paste. I don't understand anything about this game, but I copy-paste and I pass
Throw like
the
Hal
test.
Burnell.
Get it?
Throw like Hal Burnell is
that's
what he was called.
Modern fighters in a nutshell. Now, by the way,
this
not
is a
every
character.
modern fighter. Okay, definitely not. Some games are a little bit more complex and all of that. But with Street Fighter, this is very much the case of what it's become at this point. Okay? Now, FYI.
Oh, please. Go ahead.
When you're talking about offline tournaments, when you're talking about high-end competitive play and tournaments.
Like Evo, for example?
It's different. Why? Without that online, component, the fact that you can actually do things like instant parries, instant perfect parries, and to negate stuff all the time, that changes the game. Mm-hmm. But that's the shit you can't do online. Because the online latency is always different. You can't time things perfectly. You know what I'm saying? So there really are two experiences to have with a modern fighting game. There's the casual experience of just playing it at home and online, which is the vast majority of experience anyone's ever going to get with that game.
Yes.
And then there's
that's just the same thing you are doing.
Offline competitive tournament play.
Which is 0.0000001% of the player base. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. And they're two very, very different things.
Yes.
All right?
Definitely.
Okay.
Okay. Good take. Big ups Low Tier Gondor. Great name. Says he wants to play Fast Food Simulator instead of getting a job, though. That's true. That's easier. Fats12 says he's married, and this is basically friend cheating. Yeah, if you have any relationship in a video game of any kind, I mean, that is, why would you want to do that, dude? Dumb fucks. Jeff Joestar 95 says this whole rant proves he only likes shiny colors and gives zero fucks about a game story. Correct, Jeff Joestar. Not that we need any more proof to that, but absolutely correct.
I wish. Is there a platform I can play the older fighting games on? I wish. The only way anyone plays them consistently right now is Fightcade, which is an online emulation suite that's not safe.
Sweet.
Fightcade does not protect your IP address at all. Someone who has an IP sniffer can easily get your IP address if you connect to them to play them on Fightcade. And of course, immediately if I tried to use Fightcade, my name would be given out, and all the trolls would be there trying to sniff out my IP. And the moment they get it,
they would
immediately start DDoS attacking me so that I can't stream and make content and make a living. See? So I can't use Fightcade. All right. I wish that Capcom would actually put the time, money, and dedication into doing a valid collection of the classics that actually has cross-play, that actually has real lobbies, with the ability to ban people permanently, with the ability to blacklist trolls and idiots, right?
I see somebody trying to get a Pat Sajak question here. Very interesting style. Have you ever used a Coinstar? If you do, did you bring any coins with you?
It's actual online features that people would want. Instead of just pushing out a collection and
Good
never
idea.
updating it, add content to it like they do to Modern Fighters. You can have seasonal passes that add things like outfits and color schemes.
It might
and
work.
Avatar items and custom-made characters that you can fight in classic fighting games. They could do that. They could actually put that effort in. They could. But they don't. They just release these really half-assed collections. They dump them. They hope to make a quick buck, and then they just abandon them.
Okay.
But look at the Marvel collection right now. All that hype. Free MVC2. Finally, Marvel will be available to the masses. No crossplay. Lobbies are a joke. Online play is laggy. It's no punishment for rage quitters at all. Everyone just gets endless points. What the fuck?
Okay. How
This
are we
is
still
supposed
here?
to be the big one. Free MVC2. Put the effort into it. Zero effort. Zero. Just pump out another shitty collection. This is like the 5th one in a row where they just don't care. So I wish Capcom would make.
Okay.
They just treat them like and next.
Let's see. Hopefully, we'll move away from this fighting game commentary. Go. We'll talk eventually. Not paused. Big ups Logan K. Says he loves Yakuza. Most time is spent in those games by doing mundane things like playing cards, feeding cats, etc. DSP hates everyday situations. But then he likes that game too, right? He loves Yakuza. And that you do all stupid shit in that game. But I guess because it's in a weird way, you have like a costume on that makes it different. It's very weird. That game you do everyday shit. I mean, you also fight people in the streets, which is not happening, but you know.
Okay. What else would you guys like to talk about today?
But he doesn't give a shit about the story. He has no idea what's going on in those games. Oh, my bad. That time it was
okay.
paused.
What else would you guys like to talk about today? We still got some time. We still got like 20 plus minutes. And guys, again, it would sure be great to get some contributions today.
Please.
To get us heading towards our goals.
Come on, guys.
Again, keep in mind.
Yeah.
You guys said you didn't want a DSP tries it this week. I had it lined up. It was going to be Panda Express or it was going to be Wendy's.
Okay.
And you guys said, no, don't do that. You said, we want something different. So we are doing something different. Oh,
So
by the way,
we
they
need to
do
pay for
have
that?
that Girl Scouts Thin Mints Frosty now at Wendy's. They've added it. I just checked the menu. It's there now.
Nice. Offline checking of menus.
And apparently you have a chance to win $10,000.
That's cool.
Some kind of a sweepstakes they're doing. Okay. But you guys said, let's do Lego night. Let's do something different. This is something we've wanted in your content for a while. And I said, let's do it.
No, Iron Chef Sakai recommended this. Well, after Phil bought the Legos himself, Iron Chef said this will be a good goal, and that's why you're doing it.
All right. Sounds good to me. So then let's hit it. We actually had great momentum. Let's not let that momentum die out and slow down now. Let's keep that momentum going. So let's get some support right now. Okay?
Come on. Come on. Chairman of the board in the house says playing a game where the characters are friends is harmful, but hanging out weekly on a video call with people who have insulted your wife is fine. Ooh, God. Playing a game where the characters are friends is harmful, but hanging out weekly on a video call with people who have insulted your wife is not harmful. That's the long and short of it, Chairman of the board. Oh, God.
No, Laretide, for the time being, as I said, I'm not looking to do any interviews. I'm not looking to do any appearances or anything like that. Right now, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know, I just want to make my content. I'm not really looking for anything like that right now. Maybe in the future there will be something else, but for now, I'm cool. Okay.
The question was asked because there was two. Remember, he said there's two interviews coming, and one of those was, of course, Steve. But no one knows what the other one is. Could that be Betty Boop? I don't think so. But could that have been? Who knows?
I'm pretty sure most of you don't want me to make any other appearances right now. I'm pretty sure of that.
Nah, I'm pretty sure we do, actually.
B-Boy Cyclone, why are you, like, advertising Coinstar in my chat? Like, what are you
there we
getting
go.
at?
What does it say? Read the question. Read the question.
No, I'm not playing Monster Hunter Wilds.
God damn it.
You guys told me not to. I played the beta.
I think you got to change up your tactics now.
Very few people engaged. There was a few people who were helping me with it, which I appreciated, but very few people engaged. Support, we didn't even come close to the goal. So no, I'm not getting Monster Hunter Wilds. I told you. We had opportunity to test it during the beta. Let's see how it worked. It didn't work.
You did your best.
So if it didn't work, why would I buy the game and play it?
Now it's got to be tougher, though, to get that one done. Remember, if we hit the goal for that, we get all the questions asked. The shoes. Oh, Fred wants the question list? Okay, no problem. Here we go.
No, I'm not.
There's the question list. Pause if you need to. These are our questions we're trying to fill out. Do you do this? It would be very interesting. I'm not sure how you're going to get that one out. Do you do this?
Playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, boy, same questions over and over. I've already said a million times.
When you have Q&A every fucking day, what else are you supposed to do?
It's a timing thing. The game is incredibly long. Everyone says it's probably 40 to 60 hours long, if not longer. Number one, I didn't like the first game. I watched my wife play it, and I thought it was bad, wonky, not very fun. Number two, I don't have 40 to 60 hours to jump into a game like that right now. There's a lot of other stuff going on in the next weeks to months that I'm interested in, and I definitely don't want to be doing that kind of content for the long term and get stuck in a playthrough that I can't finish and everyone's complaining it's too long. You know, I don't want to be in that right now, so.
She sucks his dick.
No, see, Cool Gal, here's the deal. Cool Gal says, the interviews help and hinder. You got paid more money the very next day. Did I? Did you actually look at what happened the next day? So at that point, I was hitting all my goals and I was doing well. The next day, I hit 3 goals instead of 2.
Yeah.
So I literally spent an entire night going through the same bullshit stress, right? Nonsense that you know.
Oh, so it was stressful for you.
I didn't get no pleasure out of, nothing out of at all. My viewers, once again, you know, getting harassed, getting full of the same drama. Literally nothing new came out of it either. It was the same exact drama, the same shit that gets regurgitated every time.
It's always fun to relive the classics, though, honestly.
Nothing new was added whatsoever at all. Same bullshit, different day. And I'll go through all of that. Wasted my night, by the way, because I could have been doing a night stream that night, and I didn't. And then I got an additional goal the next day. So basically, I didn't stream that night.
Remember, we don't care about this, though. It didn't affect us at all, guys, this interview, okay? Trust us.
Instead, I made the goal for that night the next day, and then I just hit my 2 normal goals. So I literally got 0 out of it because I even made the same amount that I would have made if I had streamed.
Remember, we don't care.
I literally don't get anything out of drama.
Ooh.
I don't. I really don't.
So why do you do it then?
The little bit that I was going to get, that boost that I got from being on Kino Casino back in August a few times, and we had a good time together and all of that.
Yeah.
But after that, you kind of realize, all right, so DSP isn't Satan, and he's also not about drama.
Well,
right?
except for
there's really
sometimes
nothing
we do
else
it,
going on
right?
now.
Okay.
So if you like gaming or whatever, you like chill times, go hang out with Phil. But otherwise, this is not a place for drama, right? It's just not my thing. So all that boost that I got from the drama went away.
Okay.
And that was it. So now I'm back to my core audience. And I do want to say thanks to those of you who are relative newcomers who only started watching me in the last 6 to 8 months. I appreciate you. You guys have been amazing. You're the reason why things have turned around for me and things are going much better now financially for me.
Iron
It's because
Chef
of you guys
Sakai.
and your support. I really appreciate that. I'm in a much better place now because of you. Okay. But FYI, this drama stuff doesn't benefit me anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay. So why'd you do it then?
Yesterday, I did a whole segment on Review Tech USA.
Here we go.
Whole segment, drama segment. Okay?
Here we go.
What was the result? Well, I hit my goal for that one stream.
Yeah, how
Didn't hit
about
my
the
goal
views?
for the late stream. How did the highlight do?
Yeah,
Well, I
let's
broke
see.
out a highlight of that.
Yeah.
And so far, it has 1,000 views.
Woo, yeah!
Okay.
Did we even hit 1,000? I'm Xing the gal on that one, too. Hold on. I'm going to fact check you, bitch. Because I know that wasn't the case earlier. Let's see. Did it hit 1K? Or is he lying again? No, it did hit 1K. We just passed over the threshold. 1,026 views. Hell yeah! Come on!
And so far, it has 1,000 views. Okay? So I made like $2. Do you see my point? I just
If that.
I make bank on consistency, on positive content, on being a variety creator. Like, that's the stuff I make bank on right now. That may very well may change in the future.
I make bank on right now? That's how to say that?
On consistency,
Uh-huh.
on positive content, on being a variety creator. Like, that's the stuff I make bank on right now. That may very well may change in the future. Maybe
make
there will be
bank
something
on.
that I can find that I can fit into, that I'll add to, and it's going to be something positive and fun and interesting. Maybe someone will actually grow a brain and say, wait a minute, DSP is a content creator who's been around for 16 plus years. He could talk about the history of YouTube. He could talk about the history of gaming. He could talk about Street Fighter. He could talk about being a creator, a streamer. He could talk about online trolling. He could talk about, he's a wealth of knowledge about all of these
that
topics.
sounds pretty boring.
And we could use him as a valuable resource in our show or in a round panel or in a discussion or whatever it may be. Maybe someday someone will wise up and realize that, okay? All right?
Nah, that'd be fun for about a minute. Then it's like, oh, anyway, so 100K on a mobile game. Want to talk about that? That's not really cool.
But it hasn't happened yet. Instead, sadly, it's just the same old shtick. The only reason we want to talk to Phil is drama shit. And, I'm just not interested.
Actually, lolcow shit that he himself has done. So not even drama, actually. Slime Privilege is correct. He's also the guy who jerked off on a live stream. So that's good. Or jorked, as you said, Slime Privilege. Excuse me. Jorked is a better word anyway. That's the funny part, right? That's the funny part. While Yap in the house says, this guy's closest thing to a friend is a large man who makes fun of him once a week, and he's going to talk about having friends. Yep. That's meaningful and not harmful. Please. Come on.
I'm not. So,
Yeah.
but things may change.
Why don't people talk to me about how awesome I am? That's what I'm waiting for.
I would love one day to be a part of something more productive and something positive and something fun.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just not going to waste time with the drama. So I don't see the point,
Uh-huh.
I guess we'll see moving forward. There are, like I said, there's absolutely some ideas, some things that have been discussed, crossovers, things like, and I'm absolutely willing to go out of my comfort zone and try.
Are you?
Stuff.
No, you're not.
100%.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to be the guy that is stuck and only doing one thing forever and is the guy that's known as the guy that doesn't want to be fun and try anything new. That's not the case.
Do you think I'm stuck, June? Remember that? Do you think I'm stuck, June?
I am willing to try new stuff and branch out and do things, all right? But so far, I'm just not convinced we found anything that is stuck. I would say the closest thing would be Smart Guys is going well, getting back into wrestling commentary. But that's something that I used to do.
Mm-hmm.
So it's easy to kind of like slip back into that because that's something that I did weekly for like years. And now just getting back into it, it's not a big stretch or anything like that. So outside of that, I guess we got to look for other stuff, Send to the $2 super chat. Look at Warriors Abyss and give me initial impressions. What is this Warriors Abyss you keep mentioning? What is it? Is it a Steam game? Excuse me.
Oh, great show. Cool.
Warriors Abyss. It's Dynasty Warriors?
Oh, that's a fun game. Come on. Who doesn't love that?
It is Dynasty Warriors.
Oh, why don't you sing that? Why don't you sing the song you sang last time you played that? Ching, chang, chong. We all have pointy eyebrows. Ding, dang, dong.
It's over between Dynasty Warriors and a roguelite. It just came out on February 12th.
That's the song he sang, by the way. I'm not making that up. That's the song that he said. I didn't make that up, no.
Let's see if this is even working.
I'm not that funny.
Luckily it is.
Come
Didn't
on.
crash again.
Oh, look, this is looking good.
So it's Dynasty Warriors, but they turned it into a roguelike. So now it's a top-down view, and it looks like it's controlled almost more strategically rather than it being an action-based button masher, which really is what Dynasty Warriors is. It's like Diablo combined with Dynasty Warriors.
Whoa! Huh. Galaxy Brain! Look at this! Incredible take.
Right? That's what it looks like. It's Diablo and Dynasty Warriors together. It's kind of an interesting concept.
Look at that.
I don't think it would work for my content.
Why?
It's probably everyone's going to complain it's too repetitive, right?
How do you know if it's repetitive or not? We just want to watch it?
Oh my God, explosion.
Oh my God. This is how his head works, guys, okay? So remember that whole rant we got about relationships are fucked up, friends? How many people... It's actually harmful. People having friends in a video game. They can have friends in real life. Watch how his brain works right here. Watch.
Giant, oh my God, explosion.
Dude.
9 different battle styles? Never mind.
Dude, that is incredible. Like a dog with something shiny. Oh my God. Whoa, that was awesome. Oh my God, explosion.
9 different battle styles? Never mind. 16 million battle styles. Of course.
Unfortunately, that's not millions, sir, but we can pretend it is. 16 million battle styles. Hell yeah. Pretty interesting number. 16 million. Yes. 16 million.
So I'm sure that's true. 16 million battle styles.
Yeah, 16 million again. Yes. 16 million, dude. Awesome. Pretty cool.
Okay. So I'm saying it could be good. I don't know if it would, I don't think it would work for me. I don't think that people would be too interested in seeing me play that. Because it seems like it's going to be one of those grindy, repetitive style games, right?
Yeah.
Maybe as a chill stream where I play it at night. But I mean, then again, that's what Path of Exile 2 is going to be. And I literally played one stream of it and people complained and never checked it out ever again. So I never played it again, you know? Sin, thanks for another $2 super chat. He says, thanks. You're welcome. No, that's fine. I'm always willing, if we're doing especially a segment like this.
Yeah, if you pay me money, I'll watch whatever video you want, dude. Is 25 bans the biggest number? No, God, no. This is a light day, honestly. The worst one was the time after, I can't remember exactly when, but there was some time when he was showing the freezer. The day after the freezer was insane. I mean, that was like 60 in one day. It was all about that fucking freezer.
I'm willing to check stuff out if you suggest it.
Snack pizzas. I think that was one of the biggest days ever. Also, Steve, by the way. Steve, after the Steve interview was another big day, too.
But those two are up to $20 now. Here we go.
This is actually a light day. Normal. I mean, we're up to like 20 right now, yeah. 20 in a single stream. It's still a lot.
When I played at the arcades, did I bring coins or was it a card-based system? No, everything back then was...
Hey! Does this count?
When I played at the arcades, did I bring coins or was it a card-based system? No.
I think that counts. Let me hear it again real quick. So the question was, did you bring any coins with you? And he did say those exact words, so that absolutely counts. Let's hear it one more time. Here, listen back.
When I played at the arcades, did I bring coins or was it a card-based system? No, everything back then was tokens.
That counts.
Some arcades used quarters.
We got one.
But a lot of arcades didn't like to use hard currency. So instead, it was a token system. You come in with your $5, $10, $20 bill, you put it into the machine, they just give you a bunch of tokens that were usually like gold or silver tokens with logos on them. Some of them were generic. Some of them were actually branded to the arcade you were at. And you would use those tokens to play the games.
Get out of here.
Today, the tokens are gone. Now it's all a card-based system, right? But back then, you needed to have big pockets and nice pants because you're going to be carrying around these tokens, and they weighed a lot because they were all real metal, too.
Dude. Okay. I was there back in those days. And let me tell you, you never thought 2 seconds about how much the tokens weighed. The tokens were heavy and you needed nice pants. Definitely real.
Pants, because you're going to be carrying around these tokens, and they weighed a lot because they were all real metal, too.
Definitely real. Really true. Definitely happened. Everyone knew about it.
What got you into streaming? Well, in general, I started streaming in 2013, the same moment that I started doing direct capture, but I wasn't really focusing on the streaming. It really was more, I called it fan service, where I didn't really read chat or interact with the fans at all. Instead, I was still pretending like I was just doing the content offline.
Yes, that is true.
It wasn't until 2017 when I became an interactive streamer, and literally what changed was the adpocalypse, where YouTube's ad revenue went down from like, let's say the ad revenue was at this level. It went down to like less than half overnight.
Whoa!
They lost. Let's say the ad revenue was at this level.
Yeah.
It went down to like less than half.
That's
overnight.
a lot. That's
they
half.
lost all their major advertisers like Walmart and Starbucks and all the big ones. And when that happened,
whoa,
your revenue plummeted so badly there was just no way to make a living on ads.
Good chance for what is half
YouTube.
of half. That's another question, guys. What is half of a half?
So it was either adapt or die. So I adapted, I became a full-time streamer, and I started interacting with the audience, doing shout-outs and pop-ups, and I ended up changing the way I make a living, and it worked.
Great question.
Hiro Nakamura, the $2 super chat. He says, shout out to Heroes, by the way. He says, try out Kingmakers when it comes out. Kingmakers?
Big ups Tony T, who says, I have the sex all the time. Definitely. That's what he's trying to make you think, because he has a meaningful relationship. So you can't have those in a game. Absolutely. Patch12 says, target audiences are agendas. DSP politics tier BS. Hoskew says, fine, you guys. I'll struggle through this gay stuff. I mean, that's legitimately what he said. They have agendas. And it's okay to think a game has an agenda, but you got to say an agenda. The agenda can't be the character is gay. I mean, that's not really an agenda in my opinion, but maybe that's just me. Or excuse me, as he said it, gay curious or bi curious. Both curious. Very curious.
Here it is. What happened? It went away.
We're all curious here. That's my what is that? We're all crazy down here? We're all curious over here. What's that from?
Kingmakers.
We're all crazy down here. Sounds like
it's another strategy game. Ugh.
What is that from? God damn it. It's the cat. Oh, Alice in Wonderland? Scooby-Doo? We all float
another
down here?
Another strategy game. I don't think it's going to work, just being honest.
I'm just mixing all these pieces of media together. The Fortnite, that's it.
What
Skibbity,
the fuck? What's going on?
Skibbity, Ohio.
What the fuck?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay,
Fortnite.
That's not what I expected. What is going on? Why are you driving a truck and have guns?
We're all mad down here.
That took a different turn.
That did take a different turn.
Grenades? A grenade launcher. Oh my god.
This is nuts.
So it's kind of like a kid in King Arthur's court. You get sucked back in time from modern times to the medieval times, but you have all modern stuff and modern knowledge, so you could use it to your advantage in a war.
King in King Arthur's court? What's that? I don't know that.
What the fuck? They're flying... They're flying a helicopter over the nights?
1995 movie. I never saw this one. And I saw a lot of movies.
This is ridiculous.
Back in those
What
days.
the hell? Now you're in the future?
Kid in King Arthur's court. Joust, do it. So it's like a dented Mighty Ducks time period, right? Okay, this is a really good. Oh, people saying it's good. Lotion Up says it's good. Oh, he has rollerblades on. That could be cool. That's one of those movies where if you watched it back in the day, you like it, but if you watch it now, you'd be like, nah, not really. Not really good, actually, I think. A lot of movies are like that, right?
I think it says wish list now 2024 and it's not out yet. Well, that's interesting.
It's like if you watch it, it's good.
I'll wish list it.
By the way, we're bored. I watched Neverending Story with my kids this weekend. And it's weird. This is an old man take here. But it's weird how much smaller the stories feel, isn't it? Because, like, I remember Neverending Story is like, oh my God, this land is so fucking huge, dude. There's so much adventure here. But it's a really compressed story, right? It is. It's still good. It's still good, but it still holds up, by the way. But it's just a very compressed story, much smaller than you remember, right? But shout out to Treyu, Artax, all of them, Rock Biters, and that is true. It's the side effect of child's imagination, right? Like you just don't don't see the edges of the world as much now.
This is Q1, so you have no idea when it's really going to come out, huh? Huh. Interesting premise for a game, that's for sure.
It's still good though.
All right,
definitely still good. Turn around. Look at what you see.
Someone took me $2. They said Lolcow Live has made $200,000 in donations in the last 2 months. I believe that 100%. I actually legit believe that. I don't think that's even a gross exaggeration. I think that's probably very realistic. Why do you think drama sells so well? Do you think you missed an opportunity?
Oh God!
Excuse me.
Very dented
why
question.
do I think drama sells so well? Because it's human nature. People like drama because it allows them to feel better about themselves. You could look at someone else and say, oh, look, they're in that worse situation than me. They made this mistake that I didn't make, and that makes me feel better, right?
You didn't do that yesterday, right?
Makes you feel like you're high and mighty above, oh, I would never do that, or I would never do that, right?
You didn't do that yesterday, right? Or
at the same time, there's another element to it. Like, for example, you notice how many people love reality TV, watching shows like The Real World, Jackass.
Shoutouts Real World and Jackass. More 90s style media here. No, Jackass might have been early 2000s, right? Real World. It's time for things to start being real.
Keeping Up with the Kardashians. And every reality show, like literally ever, right? So there is a
Keeping Up with the Kardashians
element to drama that people just love, okay? And it sells. It is some of the most monetizable content on the planet. That's why negative, toxic creators can actually make bank more so than the positive creators that they're basically being toxic about, right?
Oh God.
Now,
Nerd Brew.
Do you feel I missed an opportunity? An opportunity to make money? Perhaps. Now, what I mean by that is, let's say, for example,
we don't need to know what you mean by
differently. What if Keemstar had actually legitimately made me an offer to be on Lolcow Live, which he actually didn't. It didn't go. It never happened. Okay,
but he was going to.
Let's say we had connected, and he had made this offer.
No, I have not.
Supposedly it was going to be $50,000 to do Lolcow Live for that first year or whatever, and go from there. Right.
Yes.
I mean, to be honest.
Why start now?
I don't know if it would have affected me positively or negatively. It's impossible to tell. I can tell you what goes through my mind. Like, if I'm going to be doing that show full time and be one of the major hosts of the show, right? Well, take a look at how much they stream. Take a look at how much content they make, right? It's dominant. Like Boogie and Wings, they've pretty much dropped their independent efforts in order to just focus on that show, correct? Am I wrong in saying that? So that's their full-time job now, okay? So if that had happened to me and I had to drop all my streams and everything to do that as a full-time job, I actually would have lost money. Seriously, I would have lost money.
How do you know? How do you know?
Because I would have had to just do that and drop everything else I do. That was
That's
one of my
not true.
concerns is if I sign on for something like that and I'm fully committing all of my time, right, to it, then sadly, I don't think that I would have made as much as I do doing my own thing.
Okay.
All right. Now, long term, let's say we get through that first year, right? And the first year you're slogging through or whatever, and the show blows up, and the show is now making tons of money.
Like
and
it is
now, instead
now?
of me just being based on a flat contract of $50K a year, now the contract is, oh, you're making a cut of everything.
All of a sudden, Philip knows how the contract was going to work, which is very interesting. When before he didn't even get offered $50K, but now he knows how the contract would work out. So that's pretty cool.
Right? You're making a cut of this profits that we're making on the profits from the show, right? Then long term, that could work out. All right? For sure. But in reality, did I miss an opportunity? The only opportunity that I missed was to make money. That's it. Okay? I would have been forced into doing a style of content that I do not enjoy. I don't like stunts. I don't like pranks. I don't like drama. I don't like any of that shit. Any of the
unless it's people call you king when they make you get into the drama content, right? I mean, that's the truth.
all cow shit. I just don't like it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't want that at all. That's not me. That's not the content that I would ever want to make. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I would hate myself and the content I'm making just for the sake of making a paycheck.
Okay, so why did you do it yesterday?
Guys like Boogie and Wings,
yeah.
I guess they just don't care, or the money is more important to them than anything else. But for me, I do care. Like, I want to do something that I feel is meaningful and positive for an audience that I feel is good for me and for them. And if you look at the style of content that I put out, I feel like it is, right? Whether it's a chill podcast with interaction, whether it's
50% of it is asking you for money.
Gameplay, whether it's a review.
Where I bitch about the game for the whole time. And if you don't pay me enough money, I also hate the game.
Whether it's hanging out and having chill nights and variety streams. And yes, even the fun DSP tries-its and marathons and things that we're doing as rewards for goals. I like this Smart Guy show that I'm doing now. I think that it's a lot of fun. That's what I mean. Like, that's the kind of content that I want to leave as my legacy. I don't want my legacy to be, the time when I was drinking piss out of a bottle for a cheap laugh, or smearing feces all over myself, or burying myself, or pretending like I'm of a political party and going to the opposite party's rally. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be kind of funny, though.
Like, that's not me. I would much rather work 6 days a week full time making the content that I love and making less than spending, I don't know, the few hours a day that they're working there on Loud Cow Live doing garbage content that I don't like but making bank. I would much rather be me. That's just me. Like, and everyone's different. Everyone is.
Remember, they can take more than one day off a week and also spend time with their wives. Well, Wings can. Even though, I don't know if it's true or not, because I don't keep up with the Wings content, but every time you see a Wings video, it's just like his wife is yelling at him or something. Or like, definitely divorced this time. And I know there's like clickbait titles, but like, I'm never clicking it, but I see the titles, you know? It's like, Kelly really ripped him a new one this time. It's like, I don't know how much true that is.
It's completely different. There's people who are like, I don't care. As long as I make the bank, I'll just make the bank. But that's not me. That's never been me. If that were the case, I would have done that years ago. When I was at the height of my popularity on YouTube, I would have sold out. I would have been Mr. Shill like a lot of people became. You would have seen paid advertisements all over my streams. You would have seen product placements. You would have seen me being predatory to my audience and asking them to sign up for this referral club.
Well,
and this fucking
is that predatory or asking for money to eat a Japanese candy? Which is more predatory, right?
To see me being predatory to my audience and asking them to sign up for this referral club and this fucking subscription service and bank back when I could. I refused all of that.
Yeah.
Literally every piece of it. I was one of the more positively looked at content creators, and I rejected the opportunities to monetize my content because I just wanted to be real and fair with my audience. Okay? I make no bones about it. If I had played the game back in the day like everyone else did, I would have been filthy rich.
He already was filthy rich. You just spent it all too quickly.
Could have been like any of these people who did that. I could have been as big as the Rad Brad or Maximilian Dude or any.
That's not true. That's extremely not true.
Of them. but I didn't play the game.
Because no one likes you and everyone likes Maximilian Dude. That's the big difference we're just leaving out.
I made that active choice to not play the game. And I now am where I am as a result. But I'm happy. You know, I'm happy. And that's the thing. If I worked for Keem in any capacity like that, I'd be doing content that I hate just for this. In any capacity like that, I'd be doing content that I hate just for the sake of making a paycheck. And I don't want to do that. I don't. You know? So is there a missed opportunity? There was. The opportunity was the opportunity to make money. Because Keemstar knows how to make money. He knows how to print it. He knows what people like. He knows how to capitalize on it. He knows how to produce it. You know what I mean? But for me, I'm not sad. I don't have any sour grapes. You know, I'm happy who I am, where I am. You know, it's that simple.
Really seems like it. Now, guys.
You really think that? Copium says, I don't think Maximilian's happy. He just projects that for the sponsors. You don't think he's happy?
Copium.
I think he's happy. He gets to do whatever kind of content he wants. He's not pigeonholed into one kind of content. He makes tons of money.
Of course, Philip knows about how much money he makes.
Why would he not be happy?
Well, yeah, money equals happiness, by the way, which is true in a general sense, but it's funny that Philip just 100% just states it there. Why would he not be happy? He has money. I mean, what the fuck else do you need? Fuck everything else. I got money. Come on.
He makes tons of money. Like, why would he not be happy? That actually confuses me. Isn't he happily married with kids, too? Why on earth, why wouldn't he be happy?
Wow.
Okay. Rich88 did a $2 super chat. Will you play Suikoden Remaster? The OGs were great. I want to. I outright said that is one of the big ones for me this year. I know for probably no one else it is. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for Chew it is.
No one in my audience probably cares.
Chew cannot be more hyped about Suikoden.
Like, I'm very...
Max levels of hype right now in
excited for that because I love those games on PS1. And I know those would be really chill night streams. We could hang out and play through dungeons and recruit all the characters and have a great time. The music is outstanding in those games. It would be great. But I don't know if I'm going to get people behind them. I don't know if people will actually care about me playing more classic turn-based, slow-paced RPGs in 2025.
She said if he plays it, she's down for This How You Don't Play or restreaming. One of the two. She'll definitely be in because she knows that game very well.
But I want to play it, okay?
She gets pissed at those tier maker like videos on YouTube. You know, people make like best characters and stuff. She gets pissed at those. She yells at them. So these guys clearly know nothing. I don't know the game at all, so I can't even say anything, which makes her even more pissed. But she's like, this guy doesn't know anything. It's like, all right. I don't know.
Hello, Voltage did a $2 super chat. The King's coffers need a little Robitussin. Thank you, Hello Voltage. Yes.
Hilarious.
The King's coffers, that's how you spell them, by the way. Need some Robitussin. For sure. We're at 28 bucks to support. Thank you guys for your early support. We are going to adjourn the podcast in just a couple of minutes and start with Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. So I would say last chance, if you want to talk about something, tag me in the chat. If you contribute, thank you.
Oh, okay. Remember, we're not really hardcore begging here.
When was the last time I went to the gym? Literally never. I don't go to the gym. When I've worked out, I work out at home. I don't go to a gym and pay for it.
Fuck no. What's wrong with you?
Do I ever get bored of playing games? No,
because I'm a variety gamer. Bringing the crew.
I could get bored of a certain genre. Like when I was playing Baldur's Gate 3, yeah, I was getting bored of fucking Baldur's Gate 3. The game is too long, and I was like, I just want this to end, right?
Yeah.
If I get so heavy into a fighting game and I play too much of it, I will get bored of fighting games for a while and want to take a break, for sure.
Definitely.
But gaming is varied enough, and I'm a variety gamer that I can swap between games and never really get bored, and that's a good thing.
That's a good thing. Not like
yes, I did
Maximilian,
have
dude.
a Wii Fit.
Yeah, he did have a Wii Fit. That was the extent of his exercise, a Wii Fit. We'll get a question eventually. Hang on. Just wait a second, guys. We'll get there. Guys, any questions? Come on. I want to do meaningful content. My legacy, remember? This is your legacy, Philip.
I'm ready to see Goro as well, Jade. Ready for more Majima action.
Thanks, Jade. I'm looking to see Goro today as well, Jade. Thank you, Jade. Oh, you guys in here now? I'll do the raid. Oh, here we go. King Jad to the house. Let's go. Come on. We need some hype. Find the Rambo. Come on, everybody. Where is he? Can you find him? Where is he? I'm not paused, by the way, as this goes on.
I'm not going back to Dead Space Remake at this point to get alternate endings. No, I don't think so. I think we played it once and that's good enough.
That was an easy one. Oh, Duke, I'm not
asking.
asking.
How long has it been since I played a VR game?
Duke, I'm not asking if you're a top or bottom.
Was,
I'm just trying to find Rambo. That was the game, guys. Not asking if you're a top or bottom.
Resident Evil 7. Right? That was the last one I played. Resident Evil 7. Mm-hmm.
I got to get a new one going before the summer, that's for sure. A lot of things we got to get rolling before the summer starts. Big up Zikiro, who says, the rant today reeked of hyper-focusing. Absolutely can't comprehend that experiencing the perspective of another person is fulfilling. Honestly. Today was wild, man. That was insane.
Sounds good. She's at work today, but she's good.
How do you know? You sure about that?
Oh, man.
She's good.
Stretch here.
A complete
good
reboot.
Stretch needed. Get
Reboot
the oxygen flowing
for the
in
summer.
blood. Stretch here. Oh, good stretch needed. Get the oxygen flowing in the blood.
Get the oxygen flowing in the blood. All right. Miraculous
Was
Soul
I ever inside
says,
the crown of the Statue of Liberty?
That's not a question from Pat Sajak, by the way.
I was in the Statue of Liberty. I don't know if I was in the crown of the Statue of Liberty, but I did go inside the Statue of Liberty. But I can't remember. I was very young, and I don't remember where I actually went there. I know I was there.
Pretty cool.
If you make fun of chatter,
look at this. Check out the tourist chops on Phil. He was in the Statue of Liberty. Come on, guys. Come on, you guys.
All right. Well, guys, I think we're going to adjourn. It's already past
Son of a
1,
bitch.
and I do want to jump into the game. Thanks to those who chilled. Thanks to those who did early support. I appreciate that. Hopefully, we will get, some uptick of support today.
Man,
all right.
We
We didn't get to go last night. Obviously, if we want to do this Lego reward, which I want to do, I'm actually excited to try it as a stream. We want to be hitting our goals this week. So please support Yakuza. Again, I'm nervous about this. If we're going to actually continue to get engagement and support, we absolutely did that first stream. And by the way, hopefully no technical issues today. I think
because
we got
one person was
graphics
there.
Worked out at the end of that last stream. So hopefully now everything will run smooth today. Okay? All right, guys, that is it. Thank you very much for the show. I hope you enjoyed. Tomorrow we'll talk about how Yakuza and Avowed went.
It's going to be fun.
Hopefully very chill streams
it's
here
harmful.
today. And I shall return
Having friends in video games, it's harmful.
With the continuation of multiplayer stuff.
No, that's not true. Jasper's not a handful. Game is
Marvel 2,
harmful.
good stuff coming, all right? But thank you guys all very much. I appreciate you. And see you tomorrow. Okay.
It's very harmful.
Alrighty, folks.
Yeah. It's pirates and stuff.
So, let's go ahead and I'll take a brief break. I got to use the bathroom.
Number 1 or 2. I just want to see how much time we have.
Continue on with Yakuza. Well, excuse me. Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. Okay? All right, just give me a few.
All right.
And I shall return
literally
shortly
10 minutes
with Yakuza. Okay? Cool. Let's get some clips for you guys.
Okay, yeah. Shuffle.
Here he is.
Great. Okay, so that's 10 minutes, and he's back.
Hitman is like a meme on the internet now. Like, I've actually seen that moment replayed in memes on, like, social media, and people talk about it and laugh about it. I'm like, yeah, I remember when I did it in the game. And it wasn't like an ancient remember this meme. It was like a current game event that happened. Okay, so let's get set up, everybody. I gotta switch my cameras here. And I gotta turn on okay, let's turn off the lights. Let's get everything ready. Pirate.
Looking good. No. This is a real streamer.
Excuse me. I take my controller. Shit. So as you see today, we're about I hope Legos this week, Cracker Jacks. We're not hitting these goals. As you see today, we're about to start with gameplay. We're only at like 20-something bucks. So last night we only hit 50 on the Fatal Fury stream. So we had great momentum for a while. We were hitting goals very frequently.
Yeah, we will.
Now
Builder,
we're
don't
down
worry.
again. And I don't know. I hate to say it. It seems like I keep getting people saying, don't do DSP tries it. DSP tries it's boring. Stop doing it. So I change it, and then we slow down. Have you noticed that? That when we do the actual food DSP tries it, which people complain, oh, it's so boring. It's the same thing. Stop doing it. So then we change the goals, and then it slows down. Last time we did this was when we did the treats, the Japanese treats box. Instead of, a taste testing DSP tries it of fast food, we did that. And then all of a sudden, support, went down again. It's like, so I don't know. I listen to feedback.
From one person.
I listen to feedback, and I'm trying to change and try new stuff for you guys and improve. But it seems like when I'm doing this, people aren't liking it.
Because it's based on a single person.
So I really don't know what else to say. I'm giving what you're asking for, but it doesn't seem like it's actually working. It could just be a case of people who are a vocal minority once again complaining about DSP tries it, when in reality they like it. The silent majority likes it, right?
The silent majority likes it, but the vocal minority don't like it. What? Minority, majority? What are we talking about here?
Dummy Koala says it's not about it being boring, it's your health. Dude, I'm eating fast food once a week. Once a week. That's fine.
Careful. Dumpy Koala's a certified fan. You want to be soft with him, all right? Come on.
It's not like I'm eating it every day. Dude, I'm 190 pounds.
Yeah.
My ideal weight is
now
180.
What?
I'm actually only 10 pounds overweight now. It's the first time I've been this level.
Eat that, trolls.
My ideal weight is 180. I'm actually only 10 pounds overweight now. It's the first time I've been this level in like 20 years. Seriously.
Now what?
I'm not in any desperate risk because I'm eating fast food once a week. Sure, if we were doing it 3-4 times a week, that would be fucking crazy. But I'm eating it once a week. It's not a big deal.
Okay. In addition to everything else you showed in that freezer, it might be a big deal. Interesting. Remember the snack frozen pizzas? Combine those with fast food once a week. You might have a little bit of a problem on your hands.
Okay. I can't remember where I have my camera. First of all, the camera's way too big for gameplay. Let me fix that. I don't remember if I had it in the block, the subtitles.
Okay.
Part like this, we'll see how it goes, and if I need to adjust it, we'll adjust it. Okay? Because I can't actually remember where to put the stuff. All right.
Cholesterol doesn't exist, only weight matters, Mr. Matt. That's how he honestly thinks, though, you know? I mean, that's how he honestly thinks about it, I'm sure. We'll get to gameplay eventually. Hang on a second, guys. It's not important. Why hurry up?
On mute.
Big up Copeside Phil says the big difference between all those people and Phil is that they actually have a good personality, have charisma, and are likable and never beg for money. Never beg for money, views, or anything. But he could be Maximilian Dude. Literally, Philip said that. He could be Maximilian Dude if he took what? The sponsorships earlier in his life? I don't know how that makes sense either.
I also don't remember the volume level for this game.
Big up Copeside Phil.
I only played it the once, and I don't remember anything. Gotta get all readjusted again.
Yeah, definitely. Giga Gamer says, Phil is my streamer because he will felt anybody. He has felted his biggest supporters multiple times, and I respect him for it.
Today.
Hello, everyone.
We ready to begin, everybody?
I think they were talking about, Lucky Lime says, where's the Discord docs? I think they were talking about the thing we did show, right? The thing that said Betty Boop was at the top. That's basically it.
So, as we begin, thank you for tuning in to the Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii stream
One last
today.
bag.
We'll roll until around 4 p.m. Pacific time. Please support the stream.
Please.
Right now, we had a slow start on the podcast today.
Come on!
Let's get some support rolling. We want to hit the 150 goal to get closer to our Lego night this week, which you guys said you want to build with Phil, so I'm going to do it for the first time and experiment and see if it works. So let's hit it. Let's get it. Thank you to everyone who's here to chill. Let's go. What's up, everyone? Welcome back. It's like
Low
Dragon
low
Pirate
energy
Yakuza
today.
in Hawaii, and I think we finally got the graphical issues we were having last time resolved. And for the first time, we are going to run in town here dressed as a pirate and try to figure some stuff out. So our objective is right around the corner here.
Oh, you like to catch cracks?
All right, going live.
Only bummer is it can't do 60 frames at 4K. It only does 30 frames in 4K resolution. But we could test it and see if you like it better. Because it might actually make it look better, less blurry. Let's take a look.
What are we doing here?
Let's give it a shot and see what happens here.
What are we doing here?
So, okay. So I can't change the resolution while I'm doing it here, but
This is
let
very
me test
cool.
something. So here it is.
Look at that green screen. AI on
So
point.
I'm going to go to
AI on
4K.
point. You are felt it.
all right. And now
Okay.
it's,
Oh,
whoa.
now that looks
Well,
pretty good.
Now, now much bigger.
This is live,
Hi.
J Ferg.
Hello.
This is live
But
right
now I
here.
have to shrink myself because now I'm going to be humongous, right? Like I'm going to be giant on here.
Taking a break for
Holy
tech
moly,
issues.
look at the
Wheel
size of
drive support. Let's go.
So I guess how do I fix this now? I guess I would need to.
Come on. You watching, Craig and Rich? This is how you do stream video games.
How would I resize that now? I got to figure this out. I know. Hold on.
Hang on, I got this. I'm on this. Hang on. Big up to Yomoto says 30 years of experience, nothing to show for it. Well, he has the memories he made along the way.
Whoa.
Except he hates all those memories too. Now what?
Here we go.
Ooh, robust.
coming
203
up.
viewers right now. This is cool.
I'm coming up. All right, so now will it follow me? It is following me, right?
This is great.
Okay. So this is 4K resolution, only 30 frames. Okay.
Look at the fingers.
So this
Look at
is 4K resolution,
look at the
only 30
fingers.
frames.
What's the fingers for?
So this is 4K resolution, only 30 frames.
What are the fingers for?
I wonder if it even looks any different. I got to change my the bar there now. Hold on.
The old
I'll
4K
definitely,
finger check.
Shrink myself a little bit like that. Okay. So now I'm at 4K 30 frames, but it should be a more detailed webcam.
Testing the frame rate. Got it.
I wonder how this is going to work. Wow, it looks like the chair's going crazy. Why is the chair going crazy at 4K?
It always looks like that, Philip. Because you have the webcam halfway across the room.
Is that what it is? People are surmising.
Surmising.
That because the AI, it's a lower frame rate, the AI green screen is worse.
Okay, so people are surmising means literally one person said, it's low quality because of the noise. 4K isn't going to help that. That means people are surmising. BR Joe in the house says, Felting Rich got him to the goal before he even started the stream, but Q&A didn't get any support. Go figure. It's almost like no one gives a shit about what he says, but that's because of the trolls.
And I think you're right, actually. Look at that. I think you're actually right. If I turned it off, this shot would look dramatically better. See how much better it looks? Wow, it really does look dramatically better.
Because you're not doing green screen?
You're absolutely right. When I turn on the effect, it doesn't look as good, right?
Because it's a dented green screen from halfway across the room. It's pretty simple.
Now I look more clear. People are saying, of course I'll look more clear.
No, not
but
really.
I'll be a lower frame rate, but the green screen doesn't really work.
Someone said, I wonder if Rich knows.
The chair's all fucked up. See that? Why? I wonder why I didn't do that when I was at 60 frames.
We should ask Rich. He might know, actually.
No, it's just as bad.
He knows more about tech.
Doesn't really matter where I sit. It's just as bad. Look, there's like artifacts and shit. Oh, man.
Artifacts.
Why is it doing that? That sucks.
Ancient artifacts.
That's disappointing that it's doing that.
Oh, it's disappointing.
I move it is following me.
Why don't you get a real green screen? That would work.
The camera is auto following me around, but yeah.
You could get a real green screen. It would actually work better, but You know, we could keep relying on AI.
It. I think we'll go back. It was worth a shot, right? It was worth a shot just to see, because I was thinking in my head, why not try it? I don't think that's working. The popping in and out chair is obnoxious. All right, let's go back. Sucks.
All right, now we got to go all the way back. Going back. Make it smaller. Make it bigger. We'll get there.
Now I'm tiny. Now I got to zoom in again.
And
I got to move the bar over again.
This is awesome.
Oh, wrong one. And don't worry, this hand will not be there, when I'm playing games.
Great show.
I think I need to zoom in even more. Like that. Yeah, that's how it was. It was just like that. Yep, that's exactly how it was. And look, now it works. The green screen works better at 1080p. I don't know why. 1080p, 60 frames seems to work better.
Oh, definitely.
With this background removal tool.
Oh, man, this is
wow,
fun.
do I look better now?
Does it?
It's way better now.
Is it? Look at that
the
chair,
other thing
brother.
Was all effed up constantly.
Look at the chair.
This is way better. It's glitching the shoulder, but
yeah,
60. Yeah, it's just better. Wow, that sucks.
Is it
well,
better?
It is what it is. We tried.
Okay.
It was worth a shot.
It's working a lot better, as you can see.
What it is they're definitely gonna improve this technology over time. This is like the first gen.
It's a long-term play. Oh, this is first gen AI green screen technology. This is first gen.
Improve this technology over time.
Yeah,
this
definitely.
This is first gen of the AI background removal.
That's
I feel
not
like
true.
over the years, this will end up being much better technology, but we got to get there. Okay, well, I gave it a shot. All right.
Bit of a pickle, ain't it? You want to leave the island?
Well, that was fun.
I hear you coughing.
Well, that was fun. Big ups Miraculous Soul, who says, this is what happens when you would rather play WB Champions all night and neglect your actual full-time job. The shittiest Let's Player in history. No arguments there, right? The Let's Player who didn't know when to quit or do something else like every other Let's Player that was successful, right? Big ups to Chairman of the Board, who says, there are people who go to school, become a valedictorian, get a degree in business, and yet still become bankrupt. There are. Oddly, you would think it's impossible, but it does happen. Schrodinger's Dent. Training mode good, but also bad, because then you learn the tactics too soon, Slatteran. That is correct. Now you're learning. Big up to Shiny Teeth, who says, when you play Street Fighter 2, did you bring any coins with you, or did you make your friends pay? I don't know. I think Linda would give him coins, honestly. I guarantee Linda would give him a crisp $10 bill, and he'd be having fun, honestly. I'm guessing.
Maybe I wouldn't get so mad if you didn't bring it up all the time.
Still using the English, of course.
Careful what you do here.
Jeez, strike his son?
You trying to say it's all Noah's fault?
Trying to strike his son?
Mister! Dad!
Uh-oh. Battle time.
One day, then lectures me the next. Well, my patience for this shit has just about run dry. Fine by me. You brought this one on yourself.
I guess we're fighting.
Okay, well, no one cares about this. Big ups lots of people. Lots of people in the house. Says, it's not begging, it's making bank with a defiant snort. Yeah, it's making bank. Big ups J-Dog. The RTU segment was the worst roast I've ever heard. It's like he's constantly throwing out stuff to see what sticks. Profoundly unfunny. I refuse to watch that, actually. I've seen a few of the highlights, but I'd rather not. I have a limit to how much cringe I can handle. And today we got enough already. I will play the mispronunciation. Oh, and shout-outs to RGB Specialty Neck Pillow, who did send me this, and I do want to watch this before we finish today. Asked about his wife during this stream. Clinkerton Legs, by the way, is the person that did this.
So, that's it?
Yeah, what does your wife think about you making fat jokes about women in games is the question that was asked.
Yep. That's the end. Can we watch it again? Yeah, we
No
totally
way he
should.
answers this, right?
This is funny. You ready? So some idiot says, what does your wife think about you making fat jokes about women in video games? I don't know. What does your wife think about me making fat? Oh, you don't have one. Sorry about that, loser. Anyway.
No, you. Yeah. Yeah. You activated his trap card. No, you. Got him. Oh. Well, that'll be on Twitter next in a second.
Hey, thank you so much, Dr. Lexus.
You hit him where it hurts, and he had no response. That is a massive W, Clinkerton Legs. Massive W. Massive. You can't get a bigger W than that.
We got rated. Who rated us?
Oh, who rated you?
God, I missed it. Who rated us? I was fighting.
Oh, look, we got 100 viewers
Killdozer,
now.
it was you. Thank you, Killdozer, for the raid. Everyone who just came over from Killdozer TV, I do have, I think it's like a 1 or 2 hour required follow. I think it's a 1 hour required follow. The only reason I have that is because of trolls and bot accounts. When I didn't have it, they would come in with like hundreds of bots and be pretty stupid. So it stops. It's
Real
not 2
cool.
days, is it? I don't think I have it 2 days. If it's 2 days, I'm going to make it more lax right now. Let me double check.
Real cool community. All right, guys. So if you come back in 2 days, you can talk.
Restriction of 2 days. It's a 1 hour follow. So all you got to do is follow the channel for an hour, and then you'll be able to
Everyone
talk in the chat.
instantly
We're doing,
dips.
several hours of Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii today. So
Noah.
Instantly dips.
I said I'd show him the world beyond
What?
these shores.
Wait an
9
hour
minutes.
to chat, guys. Really cool.
Don't you dare go put
No one cares. Shadow Slammer in the house says, Bub, this boring oos, I want Lego Eggo waffles, Bub. Who doesn't? Lego my Eggo is classic. Who doesn't like a good waffle? NWO News says, can't reach success because of fear of commitment. Yeah, that cope about not joining the Lolcow Live was pretty funny, wasn't it? Because like he kind of was talking to himself and why, well, it kind of would have been good, wouldn't it? I mean, they only work a few hours a day. And syrup or jam? Syrup. Get that jam out of here. Not interested. Tired of it. I do prefer pancakes myself, too. I like a softer experience. Lost in Technicolor, I agree with you. And big ups to Paul at Burrows says, DSP is playing 4D chess. He was so boring it makes watching detractor channels rough. Is that the play? Go so boring that even restreamers can't save it? Big brain plays. Big brain plays. Last thing today. Shoutouts to Nerd Brew for this one. And we have the mispronunciation here. Last thing of the day before we let you do whatever the hell you're doing after this. We'll see you again tomorrow, though.
Realize now that wasting so much time following someone you don't like is a Schadenfreude.
Woohoo!
That's how you pronounce it. I know what the word means. That's Schadenfreude. That's how you pronounce it. I know what the word means, but I don't know how to pronounce it. I realize now that wasting so much time following someone you don't like is a Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude. Well, I think that says it best, doesn't it? I wish you guys a great Monday. Thanks for chilling, everybody. Hope you have fun. We'll see you tomorrow for another pre-stream. Schadenfreude to you all. Bye-bye.
Guy's a bitch.
do 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 do.